Terry, look at the shirt. Is it? Is it your British icon? I think it has a symbol on the back. It's something for like Caesar's palace, but like I don't know how much I can show here, but dun, dun, dun. Can you do the pose? Is that like a British saying? I don't know. um, is it this one? Huh. Hello.
How you feeling?
Oh, I was thinking that me and you at one point should do a duet of I Got You, Babe. Don't you think that would be fun?
That song?
Yeah, the song I Got You, Babe. I think we could do it. I mean, I don't know all the words right now, but I'll learn them.
I hardly don't know the words of that either. I've heard it before, but I haven't heard.
Babe,
Well,
I got you, babe. We could do it.
I don't know.
What's wrong?
Thinking about you.
Yeah, well, I'm going to address that. So
I think I know what it is because remember I've called and told you what happened before. People are stealing your OnlyFans stuff, right?
yes, and the thing is, I clearly didn't know this because the person that was supposed to be going through it thought that because they did it before that they knew permanently to not do that anymore. These websites, which isn't Ireland, by the way, it's Iceland. And also was still checking periodically if any other sites were doing that. And in that process, should have done other search terms, I guess, the right terms that now has like a list, an assignment, and we've been contacting, we have to contact them directly first, give it a little bit of time, and then you go to the OF and their people take care of it. And they've taken care of it in the past. That's what I think is interesting was on some of these places where they were flipping my thing, flipping my watermark, adding their own, like maybe they're out of fear of them like getting caught. What really broke me today was like I got this yogurt on sale. This is what I do when I go to the grocery store. I scan for clearances so I can eat. And before the line's up, I gotta put a few things back, you know how it is. And it's like the struggle that I've been going through, like I worked I say past tense and current tense, you know what I mean, but like as hard as I possibly could to give you everything. And I don't just mean the physical, but of my love and appreciation as a person of who I am in the depths of what I could do and give and and therefore understanding that I can't do more. And I would even question to myself like why is there not more interest, in my page? Like why isn't there like I must be ugly? I must be like just not better than the others. The others, you hear about the others, the 0.1%, the blah, blah. Like I'm just not, I don't stack up, maybe I need some new boobs or whatever. And all this about myself. But then it's like knowing how hard I worked and the struggles. I mean, especially like when you're looking at the dates, some of these things like 5-6 months ago, and it's like, wait, so like this is a point where my dog was in surgery and like you were doing this to me, like anyway, and I can remember.
I saw the picture of Rex and Fila and Stella, and I know those websites because did you think it's just that one? Stella, there are a lot websites with your pictures up on your OnlyFans on them.
Can you send them to management, please? Anytime that you see one, can you send it? Because we're compiling all of the enemies to get it taken down.
Oh, I will, but Stella, there's like a whole lot. And Stella, and just because you're gonna just get rid of these, Stella, do you think that's gonna stop? No, there's gonna be more and more.
But
these people, they don't stop. They want to make money by stealing other people's stuff. Because I had somebody who I know who was who had an OnlyFans, and she already don't do it no more because hers got hacked by someone that she knew, and it was her ex-husband.
Wow. Well, the thing is, what I think is, if you take it down now and then you stay on top for the future every single day, anytime anything goes up, then I think that you have to try. You have to. What choice do I have? And also, it's like,
yeah,
I spend the whole day to try to convince myself. It's like I had to face it, which sucks. Because I try so hard to protect myself. You guys know, like, I don't have social media. I try to protect myself, like, psychologically, to never have to see any of, not just this. This is, like, in my wildest dreams, the worst. To see something that could trigger me, like an ad for, like, do you know how you're not good enough because you're ugly and you need to like to not see that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Stella, yeah, I know, but
yeah. So
yeah,
what
I'm
really?
I'm gonna be looking at some of them, but I'm gonna be finding some. But let me just tell you something, Stella. The more I find, the more there's gonna be more. Hell, Stella. I'm not even gonna go on to this, but I can bet you some of your bitch
chicken.
Some of your bitch, Stella. I could be wrong, but they might be on the dark web too.
This is illegal. This I don't understand why people would hate me that much to break the freaking law. Like, could you imagine somebody to hate you that much that they will break the freaking law to get you? You know what I mean? And it's scary. Like today, I got a panic attack.
The only person that I remember who broke that law to you was Ryan.
No, started at all. But the thing is, really got me was like,
because Ryan did not just show me that revenge porn a couple years ago. None of this shit would have happened.
Yeah, but like, today, it's like, I know I have to face it because I have to help as a team too. I have to participate too in helping myself, and it hurt, and it's so hard. I've never wanted to do this, and I had to do this today. So that's why you were seeing it. It was like so upset. But what really got me was like, I find ways of telling myself things. Like, I always would say people are mostly good. Like, everything, there's something about men or whatever. And I'm always like, not all men. I'm like, you're talking about small groups here. You're not like, so when I saw numbers like 4.3 million in several months, it hurt on a level of terror, of not just feeling violated and sick and stolen. I mean, because you gotta keep in mind, your girl's been like struggling. Like, you're not stealing from Jeff Bezos here. Like, your girl gets on there begging, like, please, my dog's gonna die. Like, And I'm so thankful. You have no idea. Going through this makes me so, like, slap myself for ever not fully appreciating you guys when there are so many monsters out there. And I thought it was just like, there's no interest in me, but maybe one day there will be. It's like, no, the work you've been doing, people have been stealing from you by the millions. And like,
Stella, you think that you're the only one? No.
well, actually, the thing is, I would see someone else.
Stella, they've been stealing from a lot of people.
I would see someone else because it accidentally clicked like it's not me, but sometimes it will fake my like it wasn't me. But it's like because they have pop up whatever, and this person, oh, this has 2 views. Like, wait, what? But I guess other people they would have like 6 things, whereas I've been working my ass off every day for years, the best I could. So there's a lot more to steal. It's like, but the thing is, I can do only so much. Like I could work the entire day. Literally, my back is broken. My mother died, and 2 days later, I was on OF doing a live stream. I brought my desk over there, and I was earning the money and paying the rent. You know what I mean? Like 2 days later, after my mom died, when I couldn't afford her freaking urn. And it's so sick to think during these times, I was being robbed by men that. Sorry, I can't. Sorry. Okay, so I have an under. I have an under. Yeah, I have an.
Calm down.
Yeah, you're
calm
right.
down because you're working yourself to the bone.
Yeah.
Right now. Calm the hell down. Right now.
It's like it's upsetting, and
I know
when I realized like my county doesn't even have like 3 million people, so I'm trying to visualize as one person alone, a me plus a million, like, and I think there's been people that have showed up in my live streams and published my address, and it hit me like even if yeah, so it hit.
Someone published. How the hell did they get? Stella, now you know what these are. These are not trolls, Stella. These are hackers.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you think about that many people that hate you, when you think that people on pages that can have that many views that hate you, how many people does it take to kill you? How many people does it take to like words I can't say here? The things that they can do to violate you. It's scary. It's so scary. And what hit me having to go through this, I go into full panic attack and fear. In fear, like I have my dogs here and I'm like been doing it. And then especially like I have my dogs nearby and I see their pictures and so many of them and seeing poor Philo, like when she had her surgery. And but again, I couldn't be as sad as I would have been because of you guys. Because I can't let myself believe that they're only bad out there because of you guys, because you did well, those people took all of my work that I could do, all the work that I could give in years, I gave, and they just took it all and wouldn't have the decency to give me a single dollar to help my poor dog even, or to chip in so I couldn't even go to my mother's funeral.
Stella, if you thought that this just happened like a month or no, Stella, you done how long have you had OnlyFans?
It was right before I got banned. And the thing is,
how many years? I mean,
it was
you must have had it for
2021.
2020. You had it for three years. Stella, they've been taking the first couple of pictures and videos you did, they leaked those. So basically, Stella, they leaked every single video and picture that you had on different sites for the last 3 years.
I think that I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna get taken down. I'm gonna get.
You see, Stella, this is why I was so scared to call, because I did not want to hear that.
Because I'm. Arthur, have you ever been stolen from?
Yeah, I've had, well, just little stuff stolen, but if you're talking about stuff on your internet, no.
And you could tell yourself what was stolen from you. Okay, but that's just one person, you know? But imagine knowing that millions of people while you're struggling really, like, this isn't I'm not freaking, I was gonna say Robin Hood, but Robin Hood steals from the rich. I'm not, was it Sheriff Nottingham? Okay, look.
Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yeah. Like Miriam. Anyway.
Maid Marian.
Like millions of people were willing to do this to me. How does the human mind comprehend something like that when you suffer from sadness already, but a deep loneliness, a fear? Like we talk about how I would have put, like I was talking with Joe about the putting on the QVC. Go
You
ahead.
want me to answer that question for you?
Yeah.
Because they have a sick mind. They say that they can just do this and get away with it. That's called having a sick mind. And Stella, you think it's just one person? No, it's a lot. It's a million of. You're right. It is a million of people. And do you think they're going to stop? No.
People might say to them,
you can take one website down. You can take another website down. You can take a third. You can take more websites down. But guess what? There's going to be a lot more. And they're going to be putting out the same pictures of.
Well, maybe they'll give up if I keep getting taken down, you know? If I really fight hard, maybe they will stop. Because like you said, how many's for 3 years? Why won't you get bored of it and stop?
Because they don't stop. It's fun. It's fun for them. It's like it's what you said and what everybody else is saying. And people on this live stream is going to be right about it. Money. Money. They're greedy. They want money.
Money from me, but that's the thing. It's like, okay, like think about like your Dodgy app, right? Your show. Like I said before, once I didn't have HBO for the final episode of Game of Thrones, and I wanted to see how it ended, and I saw all the other episodes, so I was on some like Indian, like Middle Eastern site, to see with Middle Eastern like subtitles the final episode. But at the same time, it's like, I'm trying to think of their names. Help me out here, guys. Who played? Okay, Amelia Clark. Is it Clark? Macy Williams. Who is the short man who was in Wicked? They all got paid. They had, by the final season, especially the contracts, you know, from the agencies, they have by law to pay fairly. So the studio though itself, like I think of HBO, on that one last final viewing, the studio itself may have not made, maybe I don't know about ad revenue, because I don't think at that time they were doing ad revenue yet during Game of Thrones. Now HBO will be running ads. I have HBO now, I can afford it. But maybe you could argue a little bit from the studio. But how can you argue about a girl that's having to put back some of her discounted yogurt? How can you argue to be stealing? But from I'm sorry.
Now that Stella,
Peter Dinklage.
I don't know.
Yeah, like where.
But
Sorry.
Stella, when you shake your left leg, does that make your anxiety go up?
When I shake my
Because,
left.
because for the last few days, it's like, well, at first, Stella, I did not know what the heck was going on. Because I was like, okay, somebody made a mess, somebody got upset, something to something. And
no, somebody notified me in my chat on Christmas that I was being robbed. And it hurt so bad that I
when I heard that you said Rob, I said, Rob?
Yeah.
Who robbed him?
All my work, everything I have. Yeah. Everything.
Yeah, I know. And Stella, have I seen him? Yes. What did I do? I just ignored. I just ignored him.
But now I have to know because I have to fight it. I don't make enough money to survive. Remember, we were doing streams where just a couple of weeks ago, and before I went partner here, where I was like at my end of my ropes, and Terry was writing me like, maybe you could drive for Uber Eats. Maybe like they're hot. Like we're literally thinking like, I tried selling the makeup. There wasn't work, just more debt. Like I thought, am I gonna have to go back to the Jack in the Box? How can I then keep doing? And it was like, maybe if I can clamp down on the millions of people that have been robbing all of my work. Like when I say this, it's like if you work an entire day, all that you have to give, even your earnings to put back into it. At the end of that day, someone can in a second save and take all of it and then give it away. And then but for you cannot get back what you spent of yourself, of your literal broken back, of the energy of working, even though you can't even go and see to your freaking mother's funeral, which where the fuck do they get off saying, I'm going to Miami this what the fuck? Why are you writing that shit? Who are you to write that?
I saw that. Yes, Stella, I saw that. I said, Stella didn't go.
I didn't go to Miami. No way.
Stella didn't go to Miami. Excuse me for saying this, but who the fuck wrote that? Because let me just tell you this, Stella. I'm going to tell you something about me.
No.
I love YouTube, but do I go on here and do these live streams and try to get big and try to be big on it? No. You wanna know why? Because I don't want it. I don't need it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to deal with crap like this. That's why That's why I don't do these live. That's why I don't do none of this because I don't want my stuff up.
It's different. You know, when people I've seen, they were like, they're born with money already, with family. They could have a trust fund. They could have the people that say they make millions of dollars. And it's like, you already started rich. Or like, you are already going to be okay. And not only that, but if you even had somebody out there defending on you, DMCA, taking this stuff down. I am a weak, sick, poor, lonely woman, one person. You know what it's like to have two pit bulls? You gotta let out like 5 times a day, even, and feeding them. And they like, that's not the only thing, but I'm just like, kind of, it sounds silly, but it's like, you literally feel it when it's all on you. You can't just be like, you let the dog out, butler. No, it's me. Could you imagine to be some girl to be like, oh, you know, somebody else got this all taken care of for me. Everything from day one. I get my lawyer. I got my agent. I got them. My dad's on this. They get this taken down. I got fuck nothing. And because of that, it's like what you're saying about like, well, I can do this. Yes, they can. It's like saying my dream of actually trying to think I have a gift. I could be an entertainer. Like I could make it an impact in this world. I could be somebody. It's like saying, no, no, girl, you can't because you don't have enough to start with to be able to survive and make it. Because people can steal from you so easily because you have no one. And it's like saying you're done before you ever got a chance to begin. And because I still tried, that's why I have to suffer. They wouldn't be able to do it for somebody else because they have support. Sorry, go ahead.
Stella, did you say that they steal because you have nothing? Let me rewind that back. Stella, they steal because they want to steal. They steal because they don't give a shit. They steal because they say they can, and basically, Stella, they steal just because they want to.
Arthur, let me put it this way. Imagine you're a thief. Okay? And I know that you're not. But I know, so I'm just saying, like, imagine, all right? And put yourself in the mindset you're willing to do to somebody, right? Now, there's a house right here, and they got a fucking chain alarm system. They got people there, so there's like multiple people there. And then imagine this house where there's one woman, right? She's got the one jank lock on her door, and maybe she sometimes has to go out on her own and go to the grocery store, and there's nobody else there, and maybe like, and so it's like, whose house are you more likely to break into? The girl that maybe has her little jar with a few dollars in it you could take, or the house that's got multiple people and the locks out the yin yang, and they're like, it's kind of like obvious. The one that's more likely to be victimized is the one that you're more able to victimize. The easy target is the target you're going to target. I can't help but be an easy target. I didn't want my life to be this way. I didn't ask to be this way. Yes, I asked for a chance to make something of my freaking life. I come from absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And so I feel like it's like saying, no, you should have just never tried. Because you're only going to be hurt because you didn't have enough to protect you. I wish these men would have been like, she's one of us. She doesn't have anything. Like, we're going to rob someone. Why don't you rob some freaking studio, right? They still do that, like in the old magazines where they clip, like, from the rated R movies, like Sharon Stone's nipple or something. Like, can you be doing that? Why isn't it me? Because I work my ass off to show love to the people that help me? That's why? Like, it's not fair.
Stella. You think that you're the only one who has stuff stolen? Stella, a lot of people on the internet have their stuff leaked, or stolen. Yes, there are like some people who are down on their luck. But Stella, you don't think that there are rich people who also have their photos stolen or leaked? Yeah, they have. But Stella, when you are saying to yourself, and don't cut me off, I want you to hear this loud and clear, that you are suffering, and that you are trying your best, girl. You are not suffering at all. You are strong. You are a strong girl who have gone through this stuff before. And let me tell you something, Stella. I have seen you roll rose to your feet and fought this every year. You did it with me. You did it with Ryan. You did it with Ray. You did it with Goose Hunter. Stella, the more times that you are in situations like this, you fought them. And you think that this here will stop you? No. So what I'm telling you, telling you, Stella, and what everybody else is telling you, you better keep on fighting. Because you can't let him win. And as far as I'm concerned, you have my word. I will not give up on you.
I'm not going to pull like a card in a game of Victim Olympics because I know that there are, let me say words to get me demonetized, but it's, it's worth it for representing victims.
Let me tell you something about. You think that every live stream you're gonna be demonetized because of stuff you can't say?
So far, I have every time.
Let me just tell you this, and I want to say this: when you have when something like that is, you gotta, especially on any live stream, it's bullshit. This is a free country, Stella. Let me tell you.
This ain't the Howard Stern.
Let me tell you something. You can do whatever the hell you want on this Betty live stream because when it comes to these, because when YouTube comes up with these stupid rules, it's like they're just mistreating their rules like crazy. Because most of those live streams, Stella, that you have should have never been demonetized. Never.
Well, anyway, what I was gonna say is there are girls that have been violently assaulted. I've read about it in the New York Times, at a very young age. Those videos were posted by their abusers and oftentimes kidnappers. Mm-hmm. And those videos downloaded, sold on, like you say, dark web and things. They're actually, in these articles from the New York Times, they were put on that that porn club site, and like these girls had to fight for it taken down, telling them like, I'm a child here, like, please, I'm a child. A little, actually, boys too. What I'm saying is, yeah, you're right. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm the only person. It shouldn't have happened to these people either. But also the fact that people out there can't step up and be good, decent men and not do that. And to know that by the millions that people would do that, and it meant everything to the victims, that anybody would stand up for them. And so it's like, when you have...
I read about that.
Yes.
I read about that.
Yeah. And it's... yeah. Just because I am not the only person to be robbed and violated and hurt and have no... You look at the bills coming in and you wonder which one this month or how you can arrange what order to be. And I know I'm not the only person that has to do that in this world. Okay. But just because I'm not doesn't take that understanding away that it's wrong and the anger that this shouldn't be having to happen to me and other people shouldn't be benefiting from all the pain that I've gone through to make something for people that, and it could have been them to support me, but this is the way I make a living. And when I say living, I literally mean those words. Literally. of living to live. An honest
Get it. I got it.
living. Sorry.
I know.
So
I know.
when you
I
putting my,
know.
I could go on about this forever. The thing is,
Please, but
you
please
say,
don't, because Stella, because the more time that this,
you say that,
the more time that you keep thinking about this, the more time it's gonna make it's gonna drive you nuts, because the only thing that is driving me nuts, it is because all I'm gonna say about this for the last time is it's just people are just they just think that this is fun, and they don't care, and they're gonna keep on doing it until it stops.
well, I'm gonna have to do whatever I can to make it stop. But I wish I could stop.
Stella,
I wish that I didn't have to, because people are decent enough that they didn't do it to me, didn't want it done to me, didn't want to benefit from this being done to me, didn't take any pleasure in this being done to me. I wish that people were good.
People are lots of people are assholes. Lots of people are. Other people, you think that you think that you know somebody, but you think that they have a. Lots of people have dark sides, and when people do this to anybody, not just you, to anybody on the internet, that's their dark side, Stella. And basically, the only thing that you can do is just fight it and just pray to God. That's all you can do. And basically, the last thing I want to say about this, because basically, it's hurting you. Just keep fighting. Yeah. That's the last thing I'm going to say. Just keep fighting.
Yeah, and you say,
that's all I'm going to say.
You say because, you're not. You say
because basically, this is gonna be something because I want to say this, and this to the people who have been doing this to you. You want to keep on spreading all of her stuff that is hers, and you think it's fun. It's not fun. It's illegal. It is illegal.
It actually is very, very illegal.
And when the cops find you, you're going to regret the day that you ever do that to anybody. And what in the world is Baldur?
Oh, this, I don't know. Maybe we'll try this one. Get my other games here. I want to try the movie one, but I want to say, when you said that you're not suffering, like, I understand what you're trying to say. Like, you want me to be pulled out of the place of just pain into my strength. But, like, I'll never forget the night that, see, it gets me teared up. I'll never forget the night that you called me when your grandmother passed away and you were in so much pain. And I think I couldn't tell you, like, no, you have your parents, and hey, this happened to a lot of people, so you're not suffering. But, like, especially, like, I wanted to let you know that when you called me, like, that we cared, and that I was so sorry this happened to you, and that I loved you, and that I'll always be here for you, and I care, and I cried with you in your pain. And for me, it's the same thing where it's like, everything along the way that I've gone through, there has been real suffering. And even though I fight it and I try to, like, find something to hold to, and as, like, a beacon of, like, actually up until today, it was like, well, it could just be like one person refreshing like 100 times. Like 4.3 million. I don't think you can say that can't be your beacon anymore still. You guys are that really. And it says
Stella,
if
when you
this
say
got
that
taken down, if I
someone,
mhm,
when you say that someone is holding you,
mhm,
Stella, somebody is holding you,
mhm.
and is holding you to give you strength and to
Thank you,
give you the
Jerry.
strength and to give you the strength
Mhm.
to stay happy.
Mhm.
It's
But
God.
the pain that you went through, I can't imagine that. Like,
Yeah, the pain that I went through, yes. But guess who else? Hang on.
mhm.
Yeah, that was my dad.
Yeah, he's
But
okay.
but anyway, when what I was saying was when you felt that pain, when I felt that pain, somebody was holding on to me during that pain, and it was God.
Yeah,
And that's what and that's what's holding you right now, and that's God.
absolutely. I know that. I know that I don't deserve this. Is the thing. Like, I don't blame God for this.
No, you
And
don't. No,
yeah,
you don't. You need to blame those people who want to keep on screwing with your material. They're the ones who at fault,
yeah, and
not God. Not God. You don't blame God for none
yeah,
of
and I
this.
only meant as an example to say you can go through real suffering, and I think when you feel that you're hurting and you feel this desperation, I think that knowing that millions of people are out to rob you and take from you and have to carry on going against the wind at the same time, um I think I wanted for you to know even in that moment that whatever forces you felt in the pain and the grief processing to be a shield in that win for you, to be that like this suffering is real and it's happening, but I don't want it to be like any worse, and you need the strength so you can keep going ahead. And I feel with all of this that's happened to me, it puts that it puts that question on that. It puts the like the other way against the tide of like, no, how could you take it more? How could you take it more? And it's a literally you guys that circled the wagons. Like even like Terry wrote me tonight before the show, like, I want you to know anybody bothers you like in the chat, you rate me on that the other app and you let me know. And I think one of the reasons I think of Terry was like us, and he probably hates that I point this out because he's not proud of it, but like getting in fights and stuff before. Because I feel like you men protect me, like emotionally, and I see you as like my my muscle, like you prevent me from completely falling because without you, what these people have done to me, I feel you are the line. And being that line keeps the suffering bearable. And I will bear it. And if this channel got taken down, you best believe there will be another channel made tomorrow. And I don't care if it's just you guys. Fine. Fine. I would love to build this. I love to build it with more people and they can see like that I have a lot to offer. I have a lot of heart. But if that happened, I will be back like I always am for you.
Is it just me or did you just did a prayer?
Did I?
I think you just did a little. I think you just did a prayer.
Well, I guess it really touched me today because as I looked at those photos I was posting, I remembered you guys, your comments, you being there for me through the pain. Even the things like John, the there's a lot of love. Like when Jack wrote me the other night and he lost his cat. Um recently. He said about, and I read his comment about like they're jealous of, and I think the first thing he said is like it was like you have these people that are very like loyal and love you and support you, and it's like other like people can see that love. They can see that. And I think that's rare. Like I think for to be that beloved a person to people that stand by you and we're there for you. Like I look at that picture of Fila and I don't feel like I was alone because I remember you guys were like, I will help. Like, and I
You're
remember
not
when the
alone.
money started coming and 25 and 50 and 75 and it was like,
oh no, you're starting to cry. Don't cry,
sorry.
don't cry, don't
I'm
cry.
crying from happiness. I'm crying
Don't
because
cry.
I'm touched by the love that even though they took the photo and gave it away or whatever, it's like you guys have no context. They're
They
looking
had
for my
to.
freaking boobs, but the thing is
They,
that these were
they
moments
had
of
to.
my life that I'm sharing, and that I am so proud that there are people that cared that were there then that are here now, and that
Well, Stella, like the last thing I'm gonna say is I'm gonna tell you when I find some more, because right now I'm done talking about this because I
yeah,
don't want to keep you emotional no more.
yeah.
Why don't you try me some of those movie trivia?
Movie trivia, yeah. Sorry about I had to address it because you saw what I was posting today and trying to make some sense.
I saw everything you folks for the last couple of days.
The roller coaster.
And this was just hell.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's like a million band-aids being ripped off.
Especially this was going, especially Stella, this was going on Christmas week.
Yeah.
Christmas fucking week.
But I saw a comment from Ray, and he said something like, but it shows like something like with people that people want to see you because you're a star. It's just something like that, but it really touched me because it was like,
no, they wanted to see you because they wanted to see
you know, like
when
Pamela Anderson had that tape published, and that, like, I don't know if you saw Pam and Tommy the series, and they were like, people were soloing it out of their car and whatever, and it's like, yeah, I'm sure plenty of people still would have like assaulted her and stuff.
Speaking of Pamela Anderson, she doesn't look like she looked back then.
She's like more being a serious actress though, and I heard that her new movie is really good. I want to see it.
Well, anyway, let's get to these movie trivia.
What movie did Harrison Ford, Marlon Brando, Lawrence Fishburne, and Martin Sheen all have roles in?
What? All have roles in?
Yeah, they were had a part. They were in.
Mobster?
No.
What?
Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse. I never seen that movie.
You haven't? I haven't either, but I just thought because you're a guy, you probably saw it. Okay, in Disney's Lady and the Tramp, what dish do the two dogs share? Spaghetti. And he puts his, like, the nose to put his, like, meatball over her.
Spaghetti.
What horror series turned Michael Myers into an icon?
Halloween.
What is the name of Danny's gang in Greece?
Oh, shit, I don't...
Greece is the word. It's the word.
Oh my God, I've seen Grease 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But I forgot the name. The only thing that I remember, let me just tell you this. The only thing that I remember about
Thunderbirds,
Grease was the only thing that I remember about Grease is when they did a different skip thing, when they said tell me more, does she get very far? Tell me more, and they did a Pulp Fiction one when Samuel L. Jackson said, "Does he look like a bitch?"
Did you see what I quoted from Samuel L. Jackson Pulp Fiction on the on one of my posts the other night when I was like, with great vengeance and fury, I'll get your ass. When I was like subtitling.
Yeah, that was
Lawyer the fuck up.
That was off of that great scene. With
I know, and you know it by heart because you've done it. What horror series features a serial killer called Jigsaw?
Oh, that's Saw.
That is Saw.
They made so many.
Who co-starred with Bruce Willis as a Harlem store owner in Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes! I was like, he better know this one because it said Samuel L. Jackson. He's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah, but he has cursed a lot. Especially one scene. Let me just... I know people going to know what I'm going to mention.
Mm-hmm.
I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Everybody strap in.
Iconic.
We're about to open some fucking windows.
Iconic. What sequel to Meet the Parents was released in 2004?
Meet the Parents 2.
Okay, but what was his name? The name of it.
Oh, Meet the Flockers.
Meet the Flockers! I think Barbra Streisand was in that, right? Barbra Streisand and was it Dennis?
Robert De Niro.
No, because, well, yes, but wasn't it Dustin Hoffman?
No,
oh.
no, Robert De Niro.
No, but I mean, Ben Stiller's father. You know what I mean? Yes? Let's see. Dustin Hoffman's such a great actor. Who plays Bluto in National Lampoon's Animal House? Bluto.
John Belushi.
John Belushi. I've never seen that movie, Animal House.
That guy was a funny cat, but cocaine took him away too early.
What candy snack does E.T. enjoy?
What? Say that again?
What candy snack does E.T. enjoy?
Oh, Cracker Jacks.
No. Think. What candy? E.T.
I haven't seen these here in a long time, so shit.
Okay, but like...
damn.
It's an important scene because if you ever have to bond with an alien in a pinch...
I'm going to say Reese's?
You read that in the chat. You read that in the chat from him.
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Okay, you're right. Yeah, with a little bling, bling. Oh, I freaking love this movie. What actor gets the girl in There's Something About Mary?
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller? Ugh, I love them. Speaking of Reese's Pieces, like, I had no luck today getting the after Christmas deals, but let me tell you, I'm going to be going by at least January 1st. Like, I'm determined to get, like, some good, like, Christmas coffee sale. And I'm not talking about 25%. When they bring them out, I will. But maybe it's not yet. Maybe it's not yet. I don't know. Do you have any, like, after Christmas shopping tradition? I know a lot of people like to buy those gift sets of things, like razors and stuff. Those sell out fast.
No, I don't. Nope.
You're like, I like wrestling things. It's my interest. Have you seen Squid Game?
No.
I saw Squid. People have asked me, well, why didn't you watch the first season? Because it was spoiled. Like, I don't even, just in case it's possible, though unlikely, that you don't know the major spoiling points of that first season. I don't want to spoil it for you. But it was spoiled for me so badly that I didn't feel it was worth watching because it'd be like no surprises, which is part of the fun of watching a story unfold. It was already all unfolded for me beforehand, so it's just like, so that's why I'm trying to watch it now before it's spoiled. But I can tell you, I only could get through one episode last night because I was so tired. That end scene was so good, and I feel like you would like it. And I didn't know which way it was gonna go. Like, it had me at the edge of my seat, and I'm like, all of a sudden, like, I was eating a piece of chicken. I'm like, put it down. I'm like, what's gonna happen? And then by the end of that first episode, I was like, I'm watching this. Anyway, I don't know. Like, I like to tell you guys what I watch, and I from the one episode, I recommend it. Like, if you got the Netflix.
Yeah, I got Netflix. I can't wait till January 6th for Netflix when I watch WWE Raw.
Oh, look who's in my chat, taking a break from the bimbos. What are they? Are they taking the night off or what?
Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck is he doing on it?
I wouldn't know.
Wow. Terry got rid
You know what? I'll pray that you get everything that you deserve too, and all the people that have been robbing me too. You get what you deserve.
Wow. You know, he still writes to me on Twitter.
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll do one more and then a prayer. Okay.
Yeah. She making me hard.
Which actor played the long-nosed C.D. Bales in Roxanne?
Steve Martin.
How did you know that? I've never heard of any of these words before. Roxanne movie, C.D. Bales, long. Is it a good movie?
In the 80s, hey Stella, I'm gonna tell you this one thing. I was born in the 80s, baby.
Baby. All right. Prayer time.
Yeah. Lord, this Christmas week, well, it was good for me. I had a lot of gifts. I had a lot of stuff I had for Christmas.
Yeah, what did you get? What did you get?
I had a Travis Kelce jersey. I had a Yeet shirt. Some double clothes.
What about the Chiefs?
Yeah, I told you I got a Chiefs jersey, Travis Kelce, and 3 calendars, 1 Chiefs, 1 Cubs, 1 Bulls, and 2 DVDs. They're both action, and I think people have seen them. And I know you haven't seen them. One of them is Bloodsport, and the other one is Blood Fist.
Santa loves you because you on the nice list. Now, so The Rock doesn't need to beat your ass.
But also, Lord, Stella's been going through some rough stuff lately. The only thing that we can do is help her out and get her over this when 2025 starts. Because I want her 2025 to be great. No more drama. No more of this mess. Nothing. We want her 2025 to be great, and basically her whole future be non-drama. Please, Lord, help this girl because we are here for her. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
So I don't even think that's a bridge too far. I feel like that is a bridge, a mountain, a continent too far to say no more drama. And I wish we could work that out. But I appreciate the sentiment, and I will say the fact that I'm starting it like going into next year fighting, I will fight this. Like, things are being taken down. and I'm standing up for myself, that is a good sign. And the fact that I am, here's the word, gratitude. The fact that I feel more than anything grateful for the actual, like, the love and the support that I do have. That's a good sign for next year, because that is strength. That does give you strength. Like you always say, the Lord, drawing on that of the Lord, it makes you feel blessed. Like that does, what do you say you can do through the Lord that strengthens you? And
yeah, I can do things through Christ who strengthens me.
yeah, that, I think that is really the feeling that I have right now. So I think that's a good sign. I'm also trying to be like, there was a person in my chat last night that, like, I was frustrated with because I felt like he wrote me like messages that were like really touching and then like fell off the face of the earth. And I was like upset about that. And like you guys had seen, I had gone through so many hard times, and then he showed up. But then explained to me like what had happened. And it makes me open to think, okay, maybe that's true then for other people. Like, you guys haven't seen Pale lately, and I'm trying not to think the worst. I'm trying to think he's okay, and I'm trying to think, oh,
Yeah,
like,
come to think of it, what happened to him?
yeah, I'm trying to think, like, there has to be, like, an explanation and not just think the worst. That's hard for me because I tend to,
Yeah,
think the worst. So
yeah, I know, but
working on that.
like, yeah, I know, but there's like a lot. Before I get this first song started, there's like a lot of people you don't want to be thinking about no more. Scotty Walker for one, Ray, and one new person that shocked me the most, Goose Hunter.
Yeah, you know what Goose Hunter sent me? Remember how he bought the book that was the wrong book that I didn't ask for? And it was like, okay, I thought it was like canceled or whatever. So he said it would, like, basically, he sent it from his house in Canada. Like, it got sent to him. The book I didn't ask for. How he got that even idea for that book. It was a generation, but not the, anyway. And that's it. That was all it was in the box. I'm looking for, like, is there a letter? Is there a note? Is there, like, there was nothing. Just the book. It was weird to say. Yeah, that shocked me too. Like, okay, should I go through all the pages and see if there's like cutouts from magazines that have some decipherability there? I don't know, but yeah.
Wow, crazy.
Should I read the book? Actually, I got a book I want to read. It's called Margot Has Money Problems, and I think that, like, it's about a girl who had, like, anyway, you'll see because John got it for me. It was on my wish list. He left it there for me. It's like, I want to see if maybe somebody else would get it for you, and or like give them a chance to give you something, but he got it for me anyway. And I'm looking forward to read that. That's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah. Well, here's the first song. Well, this one here was back in the late 80s.
Yogurt.
And this hip hop group was off the chain when I first heard the song, because let me just say we have a lot, Stella, but let's just say we got our own thing.
I don't know, so Jerry, what is this one?
We got our own thing. Get up and do my thing. We got our own thing. We got our own thing. Face that. We got our own thing. We got our own thing.
Heavy D.
Everybody shake your body. We don't care, we chill at a party and do that sensational, deep dimensional, unquestionable, the dimensional. Got a Conrad, the owner, I'm a president. It'll be a long time to it up the revenue. We brought a take of the stats, the extracurricular, do this, food, and Laura got a clue, get fact check. Do a chicken with nugget, and I'm a Big Mac, need to order. Have a Coca-Cola, Jews anywhere but the chicken white over these ass. Taker, Undertaker, West Breaker. 24-4 to the heavy D shaker. Hold up with a down, I was in with a bang. Y'all, we got our own thing. We got our own thing. That was Heavy D and the Boys. We got our own thing. Hello? Hello? Let's go. You went to go get the dogs.
Yes, I did. I thought they would enjoy the music. Want some chicken, guys?
Well, here's the second one. And it's another hip hop one.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? This one here, and no, it's not Marky Mark. It's not Marky Mark. Because
Barky Mark.
No, it's not. It's not him.
Is he the one that goes, you sound just a friend, but you sound just a friend. You.
It's not. It's not. Shoot, I forgot his name, but it's not him. Well, let me just tell you, Stella, because the one thing that I want you and everybody else to do is just, well, because I know Jerry's going to get this. Let's just bust a move.
Oh, guys, bust a move. All right. Hey, Rex, look at this worthless item. Billy, you're so funny.
This is the jam for all the fellas. Try to do what those ladies tell us. Don't just say they're the overzealous. Play hard to get 3 years to jealous. Okay, smart, and go to a party. But they get to this 5% of party. Slip those down to this. You can say, they're sitting out on the board like you with Poindexter. First team function, high fast function. Food is all they just don't go function. They just stand to the dark, the damn, they ate so much, they will sleep Japan. The girls start talking, guys start walking. Something, and we start talking. If you want to dance to it, that's the grooves. Come on, fast, so we'll just bust the move up.
You
just
got
bust
it.
the move up.
You got it. Phil, come here. Phil, what do you think about this guy?
You're on a mission and your wishes. So on the pure, you're the only condition. Got left in all the wrong places. Don't just ugly faces. Okay, fix it, first destination, and do what that about delete the situation. Perfect, Who be doing? After doing, the legs about the Bible going. It is like the show is going in your role. She just in yellow. She says hello. Come sit next to me if I'm fellow. You went over there when I was looking to lose.
You're kill Santa.
See you, girl.
Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!
Just bust the move.
Oh. She ripped my panty.
Ladies look pretty. Y'all say jump to this. She pretty.
She's so happy. He's got his chicken.
And y'all know who that was. That was Young MC. Bust the move.
This is my life right here. Because they're lagging. Oh no. She's ripping his beard off. She hates anything that talks.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Oh! Rex, get it! Oh!
What? What happened?
You gotta stop for a minute, because you're being too noisy.
Who, me?
Oh.
Oh.
Talking to her.
What are they doing?
I'm talking to her. Look at what she's doing. Look at what she's doing.
Okay, Rex
she's
just jumped on the bed.
She's looking for it. She's like, I see it over there. I see it over there.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'll give it to you after. It's like, please. What is this? Oh yes.
Those lovely, those great dogs.
He's like, that was good chicken. Thank you. I also got these cookies, but I don't know. I got them because they were clearance. They're called Catalina Crunch, and they make crunch look like weird. Keto friendly. I don't know what that means, but I think it means probably doesn't taste good.
Yeah, well, Rex and Fila got their eyes on those cookies.
Well, I have to just make sure there's no bad ingredients for them, though. Palm fruit oil, pea proteins, allulose. I don't know if you can have allulose. Cane sugar.
Hey, Rex, are you occupying that bed?
No, that's Fila. Fila,
you occupying that bed?
She's watching out, like.
You occupying that bed?
I feel it. You like being on the bed? You can have the bed. That's okay. That's okay. She's like, no, I want that Santa. Anyway, do you like this bow? Yeah. Do you like this bow, Arthur? It's blue and like real sparkly. Look. What do you think? Isn't that cute?
Yes.
I have two. I wanted to have a special one for the call-in on, but I don't know how well you can see it from behind. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to say thank you for having a talk with me about everything, and because I know every week that I have like issues, you always are like, all right, let's talk about it. Let's air the grievances, and then you always are like, okay, here's all the people I'm mad at. But
anytime.
You see something about me in the future, not even just like right now, because we're going through things. Feel free to send it over to management because he appreciates that. So then he can work on the legal end, but that helps, and it's not to, don't send to me because I don't want to have to see it. I had to do this now, but after this, maybe there'll be some times I can push myself to, but it's really hard. Like, one person said like a couple months ago on one of those pages that I was like getting chunky and it really fucked with my mind. It really got me like she needs to stop with the cakes. And I was like, wait, you steal from me and then complain about what I eat? Like, just, I don't know. But it's hard psychologically. So anyway, in the future.
Hey, don't worry. I will.
Thank you, and I love you. Mwah.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Phone line open. I wonder when people write in different languages, does YouTube have like an overdub? Like if I put up a video right now of like an Italian movie or something, would they put what it is in English? Like, in other words, does my weird words I'm saying make some sense in your foreign language? It does? So this person knows what I'm saying? I wish I could translate his nonsense. Well, I don't think Josh Saka means anything to anyone. Hello.
Hey, princess.
So, how was your Christmas?
Oh, it was okay. I'm not really finished shopping. I've been deep in work. They give us some things online work.
Did they pay you extra though for Christmas? They should, and tips.
I may expect. Well, I'm not gonna expect something.
You understand? You're funny.
They did raise me up last year.
So you're watching Squid Game with me? Can you watch it with me tonight? Episode 2. Or you started episode 2.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're probably on episode 5. You're
No. I think I'm at. I think it's episode. I think it's episode 3. I was like on and off. Dozing off at times.
That's okay. That's just a TV show.
Yeah, but I've seen enough to know about that Russian roulette.
The Russian roulette, and I feel like I think there's like a message, right? There's probably going to be. I mean, I don't know how many episodes there are in it, but like about money in our society, you know? And I think that's I'm really interested in that. Like it's like the movie Parasite. I loved that movie. And those kind of commentary I just find really interesting, and I like things that get you thinking when they set up these scenarios that are like what would you do, or how does that relate to something else I've seen? And anyway, I think I'm gonna like the show, but I'll let you know when I'm done with it. So, do you want some movie trivia?
Yes, let's do so.
So, who was behind the genre parodies Young Frankenstein, The Producers, Blazing Saddles, and Silent Movie?
My guess would be Mel Blanc. I mean, not Mel Blanc. What's his name? Mel Brooks.
What are you gonna say, Mel Gibson? Yes. Have you seen any of those?
I saw Blazing Saddle.
Young Frankenstein. I know that Daryl likes that movie.
I saw a little. I've seen a little bit. I don't remember a whole lot about Young Frankenstein, but I've catch Blazing Saddle. Yeah, that was a crazy one where they.
In the Matrix, what are the enforcers of the machines inside the Matrix called? Agents, ghosts, or viruses?
Agents.
Agents. And what is the Matrix about?
Let's see. Where do I begin?
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. And Keanu Reeves revealed that everybody was living in a virtual world or something. And there was all hooked to the machines that gave them that vision.
Why?
So,
Why were they hooked to machines?
to make them believe that there was to make them believe that they was living in the real world, but it was
you don't know what it's about.
I know.
Why were they hooking people up to machines? Were the machines really cheap in that universe? It was like $5, so why not? The Matrix had beautiful costumes
okay.
with
I
the
think
leather.
what it is the machines was controlling them or something.
So that they could be like Stepford wives and be like do what they're told. I just remember there's a scene where a guy is like, you know what, this steak isn't real, but it tastes good, and I want to have steak. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take the pink or yellow pill, you know, and have steak. And it was like, you fucker, you did that for a steak. But I don't know. I don't really get sci-fi movies. I feel like you gotta be smarter.
I don't know. I guess it's a price. It's a price I pay for drinking alcohol.
What? No. Okay.
And losing my brain cells. I'm just trying to regain them.
In The Princess Bride, what can nothing stop?
What can nothing stop?
Princess Bride.
Many times I've seen that movie.
I just love when he says, "As you wish."
As you wish.
And I remember the scene where there's like cups and the guy is talking and he's like, and then he poisons himself. I don't know, but as a kid, I was like,
wait, was that the riddle?
Something like that. And then the guy that was like, "Manwich." But anyway, nothing can stop. Nothing can stop true love.
My name was Montoya.
Yes. Now you must die, or prepare to die.
Prepare to die. Oh man.
How many decades does the career of Vincent Price span? 5, 6, or 7? Vincent Price. He had a voice. He just was in the movie
I think
The Last Man Alive.
yeah. Well, guess I'm gonna say 5,
6,
6,
7. 7.
Oh.
7. He must have really loved it. Didn't he do the voice too in Thriller?
Yes, he did.
Oh, and I didn't tell you, but they have breakdowns. Like, I pick ones that are interesting. But they have comedy/cartoon, action/adventure, drama/musical, and then horror/sci-fi. The last one was from a horror sci-fi. Okay, here I'll do a horror sci-fi one. What Christopher Nolan film stars Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, Jessica Chastain, and Michael Caine? Do you know? Fila? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? She's like, give me that Santa.
You said it's a sci-fi horror?
Yes. But so it's sci-fi probably, is it? Jaws the Revenge. No. I don't know if you've seen this movie. I haven't, but it has my name in it. It's called Interstellar. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Once you said your name, I was like, Interstellar.
I still can't wait to like come out with the movie what was that book I read to you guys? The sci-fi book with Rocky the spider. Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary.
And have they filmed it yet with Ryan Gosling? I think that they have.
I've seen a trailer, but I'm not sure if it was real.
Oh yeah, I wonder when that's gonna come out. Wouldn't it be nice?
Sometimes sometimes they'll play a fake trailer for it's just for wishful thinking.
In Olympus Has Fallen, terrorists take over what American building?
The Capitol building?
The White House.
The White House?
The Capitol building. That already happened on January 6th.
Oh, no.
And this would be the movie Olympus Has Fallen, and it's like a 90-year-old lady with like tennis ball walker, like, you let me in. And all other kind of crazies do. Maybe they will make a thriller movie about that. What action movie begins with Matt Damon being pulled out of the Mediterranean Sea by some fishermen?
Let's see. Is it action? Is it the Bourne? Yeah, just Jason Bourne.
The Bourne Identity.
Bourne Identity.
Yeah. What was the last Matt Damon movie you saw?
That Damon movie, the last one. I think that was it. Bourne Identity.
I love how they lay down.
I remember he
They're
was
so
on
peaceful.
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. I'm trying to remember what I saw Matt Damon in last. I don't remember. I think he's a good actor. He looks so cute. I'm gonna take a picture of him sometime because he lays on this chair like he lays off here. This chair with the leopard chair in the living room with his paw off and his head down, and he just looks so cute. I'm like, Rex, you're so cute. You know what it is when a dog lies down? You feel like they're resting. Like, I don't know. You feel, I guess, like you make them feel safe. Like they feel so secure, and I like that. Cozy. What movie originated the phrase, "I'll make him an offer he can't refuse"?
Godfather.
The Godfather. In Die Hard, what does Bruce Willis's character go the majority of the movie without?
His socks and shoes.
His shoes. Yeah, I was gonna say, Terry, you know this. You just watched it.
Got caught in some glass.
Rex, come here. Come here. Come here. Lay down by me. Come on. Oh. Dr. Grace Augustine in Avatar is played by which Ghostbusters actor?
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver. He likes to be scratched by the ears. Go on the bed with Fila. He's like, what are you talking about? You have any more food?
I don't know if you saw in the chat. I was saying, protect Wally and Boom Shakalaka.
Oh, they won't. I won't let them get them. No. No, she has her heart set on killing Santa. That is like that. But it would be rude to do it right now because I wonder if I threw something over there, if it would make a noise, and then she would. This is just an empty box. So. Look at her. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! What was that? Why didn't you kill it?
Well, that
what?
that particular Santa had a good run.
No, he's still over there. He's behind the big teddy bear. What is the name of the criminal that Han Solo owes money to?
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, that would have made an interesting story about him.
Yes, we need a Jabba the Hutt origin story, his own HBO show, like the Penguin got. Why is he the way that he is? What is his motivation? Did he have a rough childhood? He's so cute. Okay. What do the zombies avoid in World War Z?
The common cold.
Well, yeah, terminally sick people.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember they ran past that little kid that was sick, and that's when Brad Pitt decided to use that weapon against the zombies.
What are the Blues Brothers trying to save?
Oh Lord, the Blues Brothers.
You never seen that? Is that what I want to read the Franklin?
Soul Man.
You better think. The
So we-
orphanage where they grew up.
Oh, you were saying that. Oh, okay, yeah. What was the name of it?
In what film does the character played by James Franco cut off his own arm to survive?
What was that?
I don't know if you saw the movie.
Was that a movie where he was stuck in a rock?
Yeah.
Some rocks.
That's the one. You got it. You know what would suck is if you were like, that's it. I gotta hack this thing off. Yeah, although I forget if it hacked. I don't know if he had a saw or if it was a slow hacking. But could you imagine doing that? And then a bunch of tourists showed up and they were like, "Oh, hi, look at this fella down here. Hi, would you?" And it's like, wait a minute, I didn't have to just saw off my own arm. I feel like I would have a hard time living with that. Not just that I saw off my own arm.
I would definitely have a hard time because I'm an artist and I don't. My right hand is all I need.
But you know what? What about?
I'll probably have to be more determined if I lose my arm.
Okay.
But
consider this a second career as an artist who only draws with his toes, right? You could sign and you could do the whole thing, and you learn how to do this box signed by Jerry. There, she's like, "What is this?" Hey, Fila, where's Santa? Where's Santa?
And that'll take a lot of work to.
What's that? Sorry. It's driving her crazy. But she likes it. With the tail wag, she's like, I'm intrigued. He's like, leave me alone unless you got food. Or pets. But I love my big Schmoobie. What?
I'll probably smash my head against the rock.
Oh my god. No. Jerry, no.
I just don't want my arms to be gone.
Who plays reporter John Klein in The Mothman Prophecies? Richard Gere, Michael J. Fox, or Michael Douglas? I ain't never heard of this movie.
I just heard of the what you call it? I just heard of the urban legend, but never movie. Shoot, my guess would probably be. I don't even know who was in it. Was it Richard Gere?
It was Richard Gere. You got it right.
Some tell me it could. There's no tell me it could be him because he will play some. He'll play some wild roles like that.
Okay, what is your favorite Richard Gere movie? Chicago.
The one I can think of. Yeah.
Pretty Woman. An Officer and a Gentleman.
Pretty Woman. Officer and a Gentleman. Internal Affairs.
Internal Affairs? You Pretty Woman here.
He played a corrupt cop in.
You know what's weird? They've never remade Pretty Woman, and they remake every hit movie. They even remade Dirty Dancing, which I heard was shit. But I never liked the first one. But as far as I know of, they never remade Pretty Woman. What? No, Nora.
Pretty Woman.
How could you not like Julia Roberts? I'm Pretty Woman, and she's her smile, and you're just like, aw.
I don't know if you remember. I don't know if I joined in at the time, but I remember you were you get that Pretty Woman dress from John. I think that was.
Pretty woman. Let's see if she likes me singing horribly to her. Walking down the street, pretty fella. The kind I like to meet. How did Carol Ann connect with the supernatural in Poltergeist?
She put both her hands on the TV screen that was static.
Look at you, and you think you have an alcohol damaged brain. Nope, not for a second. You're right. Through a dead TV channel.
Some thoughts got lost, but some.
Now, did she die because, on the show Monsters, which I still haven't finished? I think I got like one episode left. The Menendez one. There's a guy in it, that lost his daughter, who was like choked to death by her boyfriend, I think. And I think she was somehow involved in the poltergeist, and I was wondering if that was her that died.
I think so.
Yes, she died in 1980. Yeah, that's so sad. Oh, no? Dominique Dunn. Yes. But, so she wasn't the little girl then? What happened to that little girl? That little girl, she better show up here right now in this chat and let us know she's okay.
Her sister.
Yeah. Person. Do you hear him snoring? Both of them? Both these rude mutts. In what movie did Dustin Hoffman play a man playing a woman? Tootsie. I haven't seen Tootsie, but I heard that it's like actually like feminist, like to show like how the bad treatment of women. I'm not sure though, but I think that.
I remember he was saying, "Tootsie, Tootsie."
Now, would you ever dress up as a woman?
Nope.
Is it because you don't think you make a pretty woman?
I look like that football player who was dressed in a wedding dress.
Dennis Rodman.
Not like him. It was I think his last name, his first name was Mike. It was Mike something. He was that. There was that.
I would outshine so many women.
NFL party, and I don't know if he lost a bet or something, but he showed up he showed up wearing a wedding dress or something.
The little girl died also. What the fuck is wrong with that movie? The Cursed. I will not watch that movie.
Yeah, some said that movie was cursed.
Who plays secret agent Frank Horrigan in Wolfgang Petersen's In the Line of Fire?
Okay. Let's see.
Do you hear them both snoring?
Hey, who was that guy? Was it?
I've never seen this movie. Have you?
In the Line of Fire.
Clint Eastwood. Did you Google that?
He was on my mind, but I was worried that I might get it wrong.
You Googled it. Oh my god.
No, I didn't Google it.
Oh.
I didn't Google it. It was like he was in my mind, but I was like saying who was the other who could be another potential actor.
Dominique Dunn played Dana in the first Poltergeist movie and was murdered in late 1982.
I remember as a kid watching Poltergeist. Give me nightmare.
So that's the thing, is like, I don't know why, like, people do the strangling. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a boyfriend, but I can't imagine that if I had a boyfriend, all of a sudden I'd be like, you know what? Why don't you strangle me? So it feels weird saying that, but I guess some people say that. Like, you know what? Why don't you just like strangle? You ever hear of Dominic Dunn? Yeah. Just kind of do one of those on me. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me.
And I hate guys who beat up women. That's messed up. I want Just trying to get at them, throw these hands on them.
I know you're for real, because whenever anyone bothers me, even the person saying that I went to Miami, you were like, that's it. These people piss me off. So if someone put their hands on me, you'd be like, let's we write it down.
Man, I just can't believe it.
Bat signal. And you know what's the worst part? That when I read that, I kept getting that Uffy song stuck in my head where she's like, on my way to Miami, I see all kind of freak. It's little Uffy, of course. Okay. What former TV actor directed Backdraft?
Directed?
Stalker murder. Oh, a stalker. I thought it was your boyfriend. That's what that the actor playing her father said in the show.
Dang.
Ron Howard.
Oh, you said Ron Howard? Okay.
In Monty Python and the Holy Grail, what is the first question a knight must answer to cross the Bridge of Death? The Bridge of Death? I wouldn't even want to be crossing that. I'd be like, back up. I'd be like, you know what? Bridge of Death?
There's been so many movies where you gotta answer a riddle to cross a bridge.
What is your name? Well, that's easy enough, but I still don't want the Bridge of Death.
Was that the answer? What is your name?
Yeah. According to a lot of people, my name is A Woman. A woman in pantyhose. A content creator. It's Stella. What?
Don't forget Betty.
I can't believe this is the one that stuck of all of them. Although Ginger Baker lasted for a while. And I would rather this one be Ginger Baker, because Ginger Baker's like a cute name too. I mean, I do love Betty Page, and we read her biography in one of the books.
It was an honor for Glickman to be here.
Oh, Glickman. How could they? Oh, man. What was the name of the psychopath played by Robert De Niro in Cape Fear? Cape Fear. Haven't seen it. He was a drummer, yeah. Flapdoodle would have if it stuck. I only had Flapdoodle for like a couple days, man. Can we pour one out for Flapdoodle?
I'm a mess for saying this, but there was a wrestler that was based on that character.
Flapdoodle Glickman. But you know what? If we ever have a child, Flapdoodle Glickman. Just a great honor.
Yeah, that's the name we share. Well, I'm gonna use our light one and say Ray.
What is Soylent Green?
What?
What is Soylent Green?
What is Soylent Green?
Yeah.
Is that a movie reference?
And it just says the question, what is Soylent Green? The nurse, are you serious, man? Food made from dead people. Yeah, it says people. You fucking spoiled it. You spoiled the movie. You ruined it.
Made from dead people.
You know what?
No clue.
That's the future. Okay?
What?
That's why. Guys, listen to me. The government doesn't want you to know this, okay? But they're putting it in the flu vaccines. so that they can feed you to people, to rich people, and then harvest your organs. Just need you to know that. You know what? You know who gave me a really good case the other day for Elvis being alive is Daryl. Daryl told me that Elvis is alive. Like dead fucking straight. What he said, he's a guy named Bill or something. A preacher named Bill. And
talking living in Queens,
and
Bruce Lee is hidden in a Shaolin temple. And
so I wrote him, I was like, is Marilyn Monroe alive too? And he said no. She was killed by the Kennedys. Who directed A Clockwork Orange?
wow.
Kubrick, yes. Why is Stanley Kubrick like so beloved as a director? Like, what is it about him? Is it like the weirdness of the films that people get like a cult following?
Yeah.
I never saw Clockwork Orange, but he's a freak.
I have I don't know, one scene where they all can't, where they I don't know what was said or whatever, but the leader, or the guy who was acting like the leader, he was just acting normal, and they were just walking, and then suddenly he just took his cane and started beating them up with it.
That's horrible. And yet I could see someone doing that in real life, like in New York City on a Tuesday.
I forgot what was said, but he was like, okay.
You're saying it's epic? If it's epic, then why has no one remade it? Or would it only work in the 60s?
Some people have done a parody version of it.
Oh, yeah. How can you? I don't know. I haven't seen the first one.
I don't remember seeing Super Smash Brothers.
Okay, but who would play the main actor?
Who played the main actor?
If it was recast today. Remember that guy from Robot, right? He got those weird, goofy eyes.
There's what was that dude? What's that guy name? I can't think of these people's names. Michael McDowell, something like that.
McDowell.
Somebody close enough to play his role.
Okay, so I have to actually act this out because there are lines. Red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow. Okay. You talking to me? I don't know how the scene looked, right? Like, is it the one where he's like banging on a car and he's like, I'm walking? Anyway. You talking to me? You talking to me? It's 3 times. It says it right. Is a line from what movie?
Goodfellas?
No.
Oh, what? Think. Taxi Driver. Taxi Driver or Raging Bull?
It's Taxi Driver. Yeah, so I was just reading it said Elvis Presley, how old was he? Daryl, you can answer him because you told me he's older, but he's a preacher, and he's like, and he has like a lot. He's like, this is researched. I've seen it. There's a lot of research out there. Like, I don't know. He had me like convinced, but then I'm like, it's 2025. I feel like, wouldn't that be no? But it's like, he just wants to live in peace. But I was like thinking, what about Lisa Marie? Who died? That must have been really hard. But he said that the family knew, and this guy Bill was at Lisa Marie's wedding. and the funeral. So, see, those things are like, I don't know where his resources are, but yeah,
A lot of
89.
people are claiming he's
Okay. In the ring, you die in 7 days after you do what? And this is the horror/sci-fi category. The ring.
after you watch the whole tape.
Yes, if you after you watch a videotape.
Then you get a phone call saying you'll die in 7 days or something. Then you really don't know. You really don't see what happened to the person. You just see the person. You see somebody else's reaction to it.
What type of building does John Cusack investigate in 1408? Apartment, hotel, or college dorm? 1408. I've never even heard of that. This is in the horror/sci-fi category.
This sounds like an apartment. No. Hotel.
Yes. Yes, you're right. John Cusack.
It's always a hotel.
Who plays the adventurous babysitter in Adventures in Babysitting?
That woman. What is her name? To be honest with you, I never caught on to her name.
How did you know that, Terry? Yeah. Then have you seen Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead? Go on, you can go up. Just don't do anything to Wally. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. He's gonna try.
Well,
You got it. You got it. You got it. You yay! See it. Now he's older. I'm like the job of the cheerleader. And I like to get him excited for when he gets up on the bed. And the other bed is bigger. But he does it. First he whines and goes, but he does it. Good job. He feels like a warrior now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's like, yeah, I can see the world from up here. Aww. In Nightmare on Elm Street, where does Freddy Krueger kill his victims?
Oh, in their dreams.
That's just a heart attack, man. That's not. You know what? At that point, I would just move out of Elm Street.
Yeah, the whole town burned him alive, and he gets his revenge by taking their kids in their dreams.
Who won an Academy Award for her role as Linda Rowe in Girl Interrupted?
Was it Angelina Jolie?
Yes! You know what they say, that if you do like the math, that like the females. He's looking at Wally, but he's okay. Oh,
Wally.
Wait, he's okay. See, he just laying it down. Is he went that way? You can see. Look, do you see? His back is just laying down there. Oh, Fila, don't get any ideas. Nope.
Nope.
No. And that the men would win their Oscars older. Like, I don't, maybe that's changing, but what I really wanted to ask is, good girl, who do you think's going to win the Oscar this year for Best Actress? That Zoe Saldana seems to be getting a lot. I don't think the Oscar nominations are out, but a lot of other nominations. I keep seeing ads for Nikki Glasser hosting the Golden Globes, and it's like, girl, with all this promotion, you better be good, because it's like, you keep hyping it, you know? You want to, like, what do they say? Undersell, over-deliver, and not, you know? You know?
I don't know.
That's why I don't sleep. No, I don't know why you don't sleep. You stay, no, because you stay up worrying about me. What
Oh
daughter
yeah.
of especially on Christmas night, I had you guys up late. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
What daughter of Judy Garland won an Oscar nomination for the movie The Sterile Cuckoo? I ain't never even heard of this.
Say that one more time.
What daughter of Judy Garland, which is like probably all you need to know, won an Oscar nomination? Oh, a nomination, not the Oscar. For the movie The Sterile Cuckoo. Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Mama's crazy, huh? I know. But
I'll
you
be
were
honest,
too.
I have no
You were
idea,
too.
but
Liza Minnelli. What other
Liza
daughter did she
Minnelli.
have? And you know what's funny? If you look up old pictures of Judy Garland, when she had Liza as a baby, Liza with a Z, one of you spelling it wrong. She looks as a baby like she did through her life. You're like, that's Liza Minnelli, just with the face of a baby. Like, some people be like that. I don't think if
Yeah.
you saw a picture of me as a baby, you'd be like, oh, that's Stella. Just as a baby. I look like a potato. Like a fat, just really, I was 9.5 pounds with hair on my head when I was born. And not like even that short. Like, I had like all this dark hair and I was fat. And I was like looking for food. Sorry, that's her favorite word. Food.
Only thing I can say about me, I probably look like Wally.
I love potatoes. Stop. You look like him. Mustache.
Yeah, close enough.
In which state does Night of the Living Dead take place? That was that our first movie night we did, or like our first or second movie night? I miss our movie nights. I wish I could figure out a way to do it again.
Those were fun nights.
Yeah. Now try to watch things with you, hon. Well, we're both watching, but
I'm sure you could work something.
I love like watching that
something out.
tomato movie, and like you could see my reactions, and you could like literally in real time. I really felt like we're having a sexy date. I got popcorn, and we're watching, like literally reacting at the movie. I just thought that was so much fun, but I didn't want to lose my account, you know.
Yeah.
In the movie Reindeer, did I answer that it was Pennsylvania? Yes.
Okay.
In the movie Reindeer Games, how does the gang of thieves dress to rob a casino?
You dress like reindeers?
Nope, Santa. And
Santa.
I feel like that is bad karma towards Santa. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
To commit crimes dressed as Santa? I don't know. I don't know.
And nowadays, the kind of movies where Santa don't play when it comes to the naughty list.
Who played the Grinch in Ron Howard's How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. And you know something? I haven't seen that since I was a kid and we had the DVD. And I used to watch it like every year we had the DVD, and I used to watch it like a lot. Because when you don't have a lot, if you guys can remember a time, not like these days, back in the ye days of old, when there was like limited things to watch, you would like rewatch a lot. So The Grinch was one of those movies for me. And I haven't seen it in a while. But anyway, when was the last time that you saw it, The Grinch?
Which one?
The Jim Carrey one. Because I hear that it holds up and it's really good, and a lot of people are asking for like a sequel, like to be made now. And he said that apparently that he would do it because he wouldn't have to do all the makeup and they could do like CGI, but I don't know. That you've never
Oh,
seen it? You know
have
what?
I've seen some of it,
You never seen it either?
but I've never seen it straight through.
I think it's good. Like, I like movies that
Yeah,
put you in another land, that convince you.
I was thinking about seeing it again. I was seeing more of it from what I saw before.
I don't know who sang the
Grinch.
original song, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. But I loved that song since I was a little kid. Like, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Like, if I hear that, and even in, like, a store, I'm like, this is jam. As I was gonna say, as the youth says, it slaps. But the youth doesn't even say that. The youth of, like, 10 years ago says that. What do they say? It's banger? It... I don't know.
They said the animated, the CGI one. To me, that Grinch, that they softened up the Grinch on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they could. I guess they could do one where he's really creepy and mean, but it's supposed to be like, the holidays are kind of a goofy time. They're kind of like kitschy and like rockets and ornaments and snowflake things, and it's like the whole holidays was, I think, was designed to keep people from killing themselves because the winter was sucked. Basically.
Yeah, that Grinch was more like chill than how original Grinches be.
The live action Grinch was similar to Robin Williams' Popeye. Yeah, Jim Carrey has a certain acting style. And it's a bit, I don't want to say over the top, because the Grinch movie itself is over the top. It's like, you're literally, who's like, have you seen the costumes in the Grinch? Like, look at those costumes. But it has to be the right role for that style of, like, because Popeye was a cartoon. So for Jim Carrey to be Popeye, he had to act cartoon like. And though Robin Williams was a good dramatic actor too. He was just a really good actor. But what makes you sometimes like such a good actor is having that pain to draw on. The emotions.
Yeah.
True or false? The mask of Michael Myers in Halloween is based on a mask of Bill Paxton.
False.
False, yeah. It's a William Shatner.
The mask is, William Shatner.
See, I don't know how I feel. Like, I bet someone has asked William Shatner over the years, but I don't know how I would feel if, like, my face was the face of horrible, murderous death. I feel like, no. Yes, Captain Kirk.
Yeah, it was Captain Kirk. They thought they can pull that off.
What tough guy in Army of Darkness says, good? Bad? I'm the one with a gun. I've never seen Army of Good, but that's how it's. The lines are good, ? Bad?
What's that guy's name, y'all? What's that guy's name? Ash.
Ash, you've seen this?
I saw Evil Dead, and then it's funny how horror movies, when they start off, originally as a scary movie, and then throughout the sequels they throw in some humor, some strange humor. But yeah, he suddenly became a horror / action hero with a chainsaw for a hand.
I'm looking for something.
I don't know if
gonna
Netflix
show
still
you.
have it, but they did a reboot or a sequel to Army of Darkness, I think.
Because hey, Jamie says, it was fantasy world, yet totally believable. Okay, so like, look at some of these costumes from the movie. Inspired by 1950s, which I think is why it's like kitschy, and vintage cookbooks when designing how the Grinch stole. Okay, look at this. Look at that. This is why Jim Carrey's acting would work in something like this. How is this not over the freaking top? Sorry, I don't know how the lights getting these. The next thing. Look at this. This is over the top. Look at this. Look at those shirts. Look at and you see the prosthetic, the facial makeup, the hair.
Yep, those are Who's. Those are.
Look at this. Look at this with the little snowman and just casually dressing like this.
So, what was? I don't know. What are the Who's?
These are the Who's. They live in Whoville, so they're the citizens of Whoville are the Who's. See, like that's a Who. But look at that hair. Look at that outfit. And that's why an acting job like this would totally work. In this kind of movie. I don't know if that's glaring too much.
So the world of Who
that one is. But look at that hat. Look at that hat with a little teacup. Are you kidding
me? Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 50s. Trying to see the characters behind. But like look at the houses. Like look at the building design. That's just like straight out of the cartoon. Oh, and her Cindy Lou. Terry would know her from Gossip Girl because he watches the reruns every day before bed on his computer. Look at that.
Where's Max?
What'd you say? Oh, Max the dog?
Yeah.
It wasn't in this set because this was more of the costuming, because like that costuming is like incredible. The creative to come up with all that, the details. But anyway, Max the dog. I feel like Rex and Philo want to see. I love that when Max had to be a reindeer and I was like, with the antler.
I thought he was gonna sit in the sled. He
just
grabbed him and threw him across the room.
Oh, look at this! Oh my god. Fun. The dog is like, the dog's like, I don't know what you're saying, but I'm a good boy. Avoid the taxes. See, some of you never seen this. I'm trying to get to where he's making him the Oh my god, that's so cute. Look at this. Look at this one. Look at this. He goes here. And he goes in the room. This is Rex. Nope, not today. Oh, look at that. Aw. Oh, look at that. Look at this where he's standing up. Oops, sorry. He's so cute. He's listening. He's like, all right. He's like, you hate Christmas? Go. Hold on. That was funny. Hey, look at this. He's like, guys, that's a cute movie. It is. You're fine if it's only a second. I'm sorry. I figured I was demonetized from the first like 5 minutes, but demonetized like it would be demonetized anyway. So why not at the end play a little bit, have a little fun? Sorry. So I'm not gonna cry about being demonetized when I've been having to make a new channel every other day for like 3 years. So I'm not. I appreciate any nickel I can get, but I do want to have a fun time with you guys.
Yeah. Will be.
Let me see something. What time is it? I wonder if John is still up. It's late. I forgot. Are you liking the new book?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I was
We should have a share question.
The Sonny and Cher time.
John sent me some clips of he hasn't said goodnight yet, so he might be up. Okay, let me let you go to see if John's up. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I love you.
All right.
Mwah.
Love you too.
Let's give it a minute, see if she's such a kisser. You wouldn't believe, she never would even used to let me pet her when I first got her for a long time. She would be like, back away, like. But now she freaking loves being pet. And it feels like it warms my heart, you know? If you're a pet owner. If John isn't up, could I? Yeah, sure, but I give him a chance first because he has to go to bed earlier because he's on a different sleep schedule. But I mean, it could be he's out. It could be he just doesn't have internet. It could be that he's like, what is this? I don't know what that is. I could try calling him, but I check my messages on OnlyFans to see if he wrote me, and I just see some people saying nice things. Maybe, you know what? He could have fallen asleep. Because there are times like you try to stay awake and he'd write me like the next, like, I fell asleep early. So that could be. So why don't you call Terry, and if I get a call coming through, then I'll say something like, screw you! Someone more important! And hang up on you. So, you know what I mean. I'm going to call you back. Just give me a call. Go ahead. If anything, you made me want to watch Cringe again. Well, you should. It is the time of year. Get your phone out. You're calling for ages? I don't see it. Why would that be? Let me pull up the app. See if it has any missed. Yeah, missed 1 minute. Why didn't it give me a warning? Here we go. Missed call 1 minute ago. Terry, okay. By the app, I mean Signal, if anyone wants to join. Especially like if you're overseas. Because he's overseas, it's cheaper to call this way. That's his free.
Hi.
Hi. So how was your Christmas?
My Christmas was busy but quiet but good, if that makes any sense.
It doesn't. What is Basie? Basie.
I was busy doing mechanic work on my car.
What did you eat that gave you a food coma? What did you eat that gave you a food coma?
Oh, so much starchy potatoes, stuff like that. Just normal Christmas stuff. Twice, 2 days in a row.
Do you ever like have extra? You ever have extra potatoes, and you just kind of want to cuddle up in bed, get a Sharpie, and put a little smile and pretend that potato is me? Put it on the pillow next to you.
No, I'm not. I'm weird, but I'm not that weird.
Yeah, because you do things with that potato. You will put that potato places.
I'll be mac potato by the next day.
Okay. Are you ready for your movie trivia?
I will, yes, with the caveat.
You better get every single one of them right. There better not be any caveats at all.
Especially old movie trivia.
What's old? Is Die Hard old?
No, like 80s back.
What droid is entrusted with the whereabouts of Luke Skywalker in Star Wars The Force Awakens?
The little, I don't know the name, the ball.
Jerry's like, where's mine? I don't know the name, the ball.
I've only seen like half
BB-8.
There you go. But I'm right, though. It was the ball.
But you always do it every time that you call and do trivia. You always try to grab points. You try to steal where you can get. Like, well, that's worth at least half a point because I got that one. Like, I remember there was a fat broad in that, so that gives me something. No, it doesn't. you get negative points.
Riddle me that one.
I remember once when I was doing trivia with Arthur, and I was like, "Okay, I deduct a point." He's like, "What?" These aren't real. Like, I'll give Arthur 1,000,000 points. Okay, true or false? In Leon the Professional, a professional killer helps teach a 12-year-old girl how to kill.
True.
True. I haven't seen that movie in so long either, but
a fantastic movie.
I liked it, and my mom really liked it. So I know we had it because my mom, although I couldn't stand the beginning. Like the beginning scene, I had to run out and they'll be like, "Is it over?" You know what the scene I'm talking about? Well, I can't really spoil a movie that old. Where they kill her entire family.
Yeah.
That's so hard.
It was one of the ones I would rent on VHS often.
Yeah, because it's like, why would a 12-year-old girl want to learn? Because they kill her entire family. And it's, yeah. You root for that little girl.
Leon, Jerry.
Leon the Professional. What important fact goes unnoticed by neighbors during a weekend at Bernie's?
That Bernie's dead.
That's the answer, but was he really dead?
Yes, he was really dead.
Like in the end, wasn't it like, oh, I was just drunk? Like, are you sure?
No.
I forget.
Yes, they tried to use voodoo to reanimate him to get him to move. Or that may have been the second one.
Oh.
But there's definitely voodoo.
But wouldn't he start to smell, or as you would say, smell?
Yes, stink. They use lots of deodorant. Do you know that really happened in Brazil? Not that long ago.
What do you mean?
I mean, a woman took her dead uncle in a wheelchair into a bank and tried to take his money because he had to be the one to sign it out, and he was in the wheelchair dead, and she moved his hand to get him to sign and stuff. Obviously, she got caught because it was pretty obvious he was dead. It's only like less than a year ago.
Oh my god. I don't know why this is like put some. Okay, my first thought is women, stop giving us a bad name. But my second thought is that if she would have like fucked the bank teller, he probably would have let her do it. So who's worse? Like, I wonder if she was washed Weekend at Bernie's and took notes. She's like, sunglasses, okay. Like,
you never know.
What?
You never know. She had him in a wheelchair. He was wearing just a regular plain shirt, a yellow one, if I remember right. She might have had a hat on him, maybe sunglasses too.
Who directed Jurassic Park?
Oh.
Arthur does the same thing. He gets like,
It's one of the ones everybody should know, but I don't.
Wow. You know what? You're not even shaming like just yourself and your family, but you're actually shaming your entire country, your homeland.
Do you know what's more of a shame of it when you know I had no money growing up? That was one of the only movies my family ever went to the cinema to see.
Mm.
I got it right though. I did say Spielberg.
Did you though? I feel like you said it's one of them that like everybody would know.
No.
Okay, but is Jurassic Park, the first one, a good movie?
Yes.
Why? Why?
Because, well, back in the day, the CGI was really good. It was funny. It was suspenseful. Whenever you're a kid. I may have a little bias because, like I said, it was one of the only films we ever went to the cinema to see as a family.
Yeah, it was realistic. You felt like you were seeing really dinosaurs. It had heart. Sure. It had plot. It had a Bible. It was
almost believable.
Yeah, it had like a truth to it, like an understanding of itself. It had like a connection with reality and like, yeah, of how this could happen. Yeah. The other ones, I haven't seen all of them, but I think I like them, you know? The one with, like, Ron Howard's daughter. But the first one was good. And you need the first one. I don't know what the second or third or whatever it was. I only really know the recent ones. The Jurassic World.
Yeah, well, the second,
all
the sequels are basically the same thing, where they try to keep it going and they escape into towns, cities, populated areas. All the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
But the first one is by far the best.
What film earned Brad Pitt his first Academy Award nomination? What was that?
What are you mind, but I'm going to say 7.
It would be 12 Monkeys.
Ah, balls.
I don't know what that is, what movie that is. What is 12 Monkeys about?
Yeah, it's alright. It's all about time travel and all this nonsense, I think.
I like time travel shows and movies. What 1978 remake stars Donald Sutherland, Jeff Goldblum, and Leonard Nimoy? Jerry got it. Hey, puppy.
The Fly?
Nope.
I
Nope.
don't know now.
How about I give you some possible choices?
Okay.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Star Trek, or Alien?
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
You got it.
Do you know, I haven't actually seen that. I just knew it wasn't the other two.
See, that's why I don't like to give multiple choice, because it gives you it gives you the training wheels. It gives you an easy.
Multiple choices on the card as part of the game.
I make the rules. I'm the captain here. The rules are. I feel like the guy. No, you would be like the guy from Squid Game season 2. He's like, the rules are the rules. That's you, and that's who stars as Carrie in the 1976 movie of the same name.
Oh, I can't remember.
She has such a cute name too. Sissy Spacek.
Oh.
Here's my problem. Sissy Spacek. Every time you ever see a picture of her used, it's the scene from Carrie covered in pig's blood at the prom. But it could be like actress got hit by a car today, and it's the picture covered in pig's blood at the prom, and I saw something the other day, and it was like something of actresses, and everybody else, it was like a normal red carpet like photo, and then it was in Sissy Spacek, and it was like that. I'm like, why did we all decide collectively we were gonna do this to this poor woman since 1976? She did other films.
Blood clickbait.
In what film did Mia Farrow give birth to the Devil's Son?
Omen?
Okay. Come here. Come closer.
Okay.
Closer. You motherfucking oh, she wants to defend you. Like, look it. Like, oh, it's fighting time. Rosemary's Baby. Like that, I don't even know, like, what else was Mia Farrow ever in? We know she was an actress. Was she a great actress? Because what the else was she ever in? But for Rosemary's fucking Baby, and you don't even know that the Omen?
I've never seen
Home
Alone.
Is it the one with the poor orphan child? Well, no, that was Oliver. The Omen. Oh my god. I'm gonna switch your name on Signal to Terry the Omen. McStupid.
I'm sure you wouldn't be the only one that's got that.
But you know what? I appreciate that you try. All you guys do. All you guys, Jerry. All you guys try. I like that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you almost like if you were on like a game show, like a national television with somebody like Steve Harvey or Alec Trebek before he died. I feel like you would be so like afraid to say a horribly, horribly wrong answer on national television. Don't you think you would be? So you'd almost be better off just passing if your brain just like, oh, I don't know, than like throwing out a wildly wrong guess. Yeah, so it would be like, really, Terry? Really? I feel like I would, you know. I feel
I'd
like
be
I
on
would
one
press.
of those friggin' viral TikToks or some shit as the dumbest guy ever on whatever game show.
But you know what? Some people, I feel like some people in like the final Jeopardy, like do when they have the thing and they've turned it and they like drew like a smile face, and it's like, okay, I guess they didn't know what the hell to do, and they wagered nothing.
Mhm.
Walt Disney was nominated for how many Oscars? 39, 49, or 59? Walt Disney, the person. Omen was a good movie. Now I want to know what else Mia Farrow was in.
49.
59.
I've seen the two answers in the... Damn it.
59, and he won 26. So that makes him, my calculations, a big loser. Because he lost like 30. How embarrassing for his mother. Okay. Mia Farrow. See, poor Mia Farrow is most famous for her horrible, horrible, horrible ex-husband, who is forever synonymous with something horrible.
Oh, no.
Okay. I'm looking for her. Database. Okay. Here we go. Rosemary's Baby, the first one that comes up. No, this can't
I've never
be.
seen it.
This can't be all her. Let's see. Let's see. Where does this?
Have you got a picture of her? I'm struggling to see her in my mind.
You're making it worse for yourself. Okay, Johnny Belinda, A Dandy in Aspic, Rosemary's Baby.
Maybe this will make it worse. I'm imagining her as like one of the
Secret
Charlie's
Ceremony,
Angels with, like,
John and Mary, See No Evil, Goodbye Raggedy Ann. So she acted in things, but nothing seems memorable. The Great Gatsby, that was kind of a big picture. Peter Pan, The Haunting of Julia, Avalanche, A Wedding, Death on the Nile, Hurricane, A Midsummer Night's Sex Comedy. Mark that down for something for us to watch later. The Last Unicorn. The last is Sarah and the Squirrel, Zelig. And that actually has high ratings for that one. Is Broadway Danny Rose, The Purple Rose of Cairo, Supergirl, Hannah and Her Sisters. I've heard of that. Radio Days, September.
Seen that one.
Another Woman, New York Stories, Crimes and Misdemeanors, Alice, Long Ago and Far Away, the show, Shadows and Fog, Pegasus, Husbands and Wives, A Widow's Peak, Miami Rhapsody, Reckless, Angela Mooney. Now we're into the late 90s. Private Parts, that's that Howard Stern. Redux Riding Hood, Miracle at Midnight. So she's consistently worked. Coming Soon, Forget Me Never, A Girl Thing, that's 2001. Purpose, The Secret Life of Zoe. Third Watch, Samantha, An American Girl in Hollywood. This is The Omen. Wow. Full circle, buddy. Arthur and the Invisibles, The X, Be Kind, Rewind. It's like anything new. Oh, she was in Documentary Now in one episode. That was a funny show. You ever see that with like Fred Armisen?
No.
You should.
Jeez, that's too much to watch.
But they're
too much for what? Not enough time.
But they're standalone episodes. So what? They're like remaking documentaries that have been, but like really funny. You never have like not enough time to put on something funny. That's like medicine.
Yeah, that is true. Did you ever find that something funny, if you're not in the mood for it, it's just not funny though? Even if it's a funny movie or whatever.
Yes.
I need to
But
get
I
in the
love
mood
to
for it.
laugh, and also many times when I've given it a chance, I did end up laughing or finding something, and once that breaks, you do feel better.
Yes, hard to break it though.
To me, it was, remember when I had that before, like, I stopped with my lives for those days, and I just was doing the cleaning, and I was worried they were going to take Fila, and I was really scared. And what broke my laughing was it popped up that video of that guy that was like, "Would you look at that? Would you look at that?" I just was like, "This is so stupid." It was so stupid. You ever see that video? You can look it up. It's called "Would you look at that?" And it's kept saying, "Yeah, would you look at that? Would you look at that?" And it's just, I don't know why. Like, it was just like, this is so stupid.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
No, Mel Brooks movie. Laughter is it really is medicinal. It really is. It really is. Hold on. You guys having a bad day? Well, look at this.
No. Oh, look at that. That's nice and shiny.
Well, it's a 78.
Yeah, it's looking good. It looks really good.
Yeah, it's got original paint too. And
Yeah.
People that owned this thing before me must.
Oh no, what did I just do? I'd be clicking buttons. Just trying to turn the volume down a little.
To put the thing away in its
There you
Long Island, New York garage every day of its life.
Oh, go figure. Look at that. Look at that.
It's so
It's real
stupid.
clean, you can work on it. It's whatever, the things are not packed real.
Right.
Right.
A lot of room to
Yeah.
consideration.
Right.
You know, that's
You still do it.
part of it.
Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. You know, when I see a car like this, first thing I do is I say, would you look at that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a few more blemishes on the car.
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
Perfect.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah, well,
What the heck is that? Look at this. You got me running all around the car.
yeah, the only thing.
Oh, would you look at that?
Put that
Just
one.
look at
I
that.
can't pull it out either. I'd have to drill it.
Would you just
yank
look
out.
at it?
It's set. It's the only
I
marker.
mean, just look at it. I mean, just get a look at that.
A cop did that.
A cop. Oh, where is he? I'd like to look at it.
Whenever he tried to fight it,
Yeah.
he told me we're not required to post warnings here in New Jersey.
Oh, would you look at that? I got pulled over in Jersey twice for not wearing a seatbelt in the passenger
Oh,
seat.
yeah.
In the passenger
Oh,
seat,
really?
and got a $40 ticket.
Yeah,
I
right.
said,
Well,
would
see-
you look at that?
Would
Would you look at that? Would you look at it? I was so mad.
Basically, they got to earn their money the old
Yeah.
fashioned way.
Whenever a cop writes you out a ticket, the first thing you do is you take the ticket and you say, would you look at that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, if I had done that, the cop did it, and I wasn't there that night.
Yeah. You should have said, look at this. I would have probably got you off if you told him to look at it. Yeah.
I went over there
Yeah.
the first
No,
time
no,
to
look at
fight
that.
it.
Yeah, you gotta look at it.
And
Yeah.
the cop
Look at
wasn't
that.
there.
Because he had to look at it first.
He didn't show
What?
me
Yes,
the
he had to
first
look
time.
at it. He had to look at that.
You know what the judge did?
He probably told you to look at it.
Proposed it.
Oh, son of a, he probably had to look at it and say, look at
And
that.
I asked him to I figured I was just going to get off.
And then he said, look at it. Right.
And
And he said,
Right.
Look at that.
I asked him,
Mhm.
I asked the cop, where
Yeah.
were you the last time? He
The
said,
last time he said, look at this.
my guess is,
He probably did that.
He
Oh,
did.
would you look at that? Oh, would you look at that?
nervous,
Oh,
right?
look at that. What is that? Look at this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at this.
I'd have to drill it out. I tried getting under here.
Oh, would you look at that? You got yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Get from behind.
Look at
Oh,
that.
would you look at that?
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that.
and if you
There's
don't
another
know,
one that's
yeah,
really
we
funny
can.
too,
it's a seven.
where he goes into like a neighborhood. Let me see, and like pretends to not. Let me see. To like he's mumbling. He's mumbling everything, but he's trying to like talk to people, And
Mhm.
hold on, let's see. Was it this one? Oh, this is funny. He did one with, was it Santa Claus? But what? Let's see. So he's like mumbling to people, and they're like, I don't know what you're saying, as like a prank. Segue. I'll find it in a second. Hold on. And Ambassador. Oh, here we go. Mumbles in the Hood, I think it's it.
A-R-T.
Yeah.
All right. H-O.
Oops, sorry. Turning it down, huh? Mumble in the Hood, yeah. But they try to be nice to him. It's like,
Where'd you get the Coomeralls? Yeah. Somebody gave it to me. I'm trying to find a pair, man. Oh, okay. That's your tail? You know what? How much you want? I'll give you cash for them right now. Give you $100 for them? Yeah. All right, I'll take them. Well, I can live right there. Where? Say you turn this corner. Snitch? Yeah, soon you turn this corner, just say 100 feet. Branches? Huh? A tent? Snitches? A tent? Right. Tarp. Oh, snitches. Right here. Yeah, I'm right there. How long will
you know what, Terry? This is how people hear you.
Hey, partner. Camel Shiva, man.
That was me in Las Vegas.
Well, the Camel Shiva, you said, look, Florentish, Mom. I'm not understanding. Florentish, Mom. Yeah. If you want to find some nice flowers, yes, sir. Yeah. Right there. Yeah. All the flowers you want. Oh, my God. So we'll get flowers here. We'll go to Camel Shiva, Mom. I'm in Texas. Yeah,
What?
I'm in Virgo, too. I knew that y'all don't stop me. I felt feelings. I knew which guy it was. I knew it, man.
Your mom loved it.
Okay, nice to meet you. My name is Ray Bart.
They're so nice to him, and he's just like,
So it's short for Bartholomew. Okay, Bartholomew. Bart. H-O.
I wonder if this is the same one. Who is this guy? Let me see. Or if he does this, let me see. Would it be this one?
If it's gorgeous, you want stunning, beautiful.
Yeah.
We're the Snoops now. Huh?
Oh, this is the one. This is the one.
Here, hold on, come on the corner.
Hi.
Sit up, bitch. I made a lap. Two callers. You got me. I don't even know. The Looney Wheels.
What are you talking about?
The Looney Wheels.
Looney Wheels. What about it?
You can't mop them with Flint Mounds?
Smith Mall.
No.
Huh?
No.
I don't know, man. Let me go up here. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Flint, you don't know Flint?
Nah.
Oh, man, I don't know.
The only one I got is New Carlos.
Seriously, I've been here all my life. I don't even know.
Ear pop? You don't
You
get
do?
an ear pop?
I don't either. No.
How do you get an ear pop?
Oh no. Why do I do that?
Me no speak of the English. Walk away.
They will get an ear pop.
I just was turning up a little on that.
I never had one, so I don't know.
No, not have one, an ear pop.
I don't understand what you're saying,
The
buddy.
bait caster one, they got 'em. What is that? Tacky?
Yeah.
Man, you smoke that tacky?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Man. Come on, man. Whole fly crash, he come around. We got people with his chest on the Kmart, Walmart, or watch on cream.
I go Walmart.
Frank, what was it? Yo, you can't vote without smoke. Oh, Georgie. Oh,
What?
you hell, Bartle-do? I have no idea. Bartle-do?
I don't know.
Bartle-do. Bartle-do. There, look there, see, boy, look there. There you go.
I do you know who he's reminded me of? That
I don't know where the part was. I think maybe he does
the guy
this.
from
Bookkeepers.
the actor from the Fallout show.
Really?
His nose and
The
stuff
ghoul?
comes off. Yes. What do Googans or whatever his name is?
Oh, this okay. This is one is really funny.
Here.
Huh? I don't understand what you're saying, buddy. You're not talking clear. I don't understand what you're saying.
Hey, boss, what's he saying?
You don't understand what you're saying.
Nuke box machine, man.
A jukebox?
No, nuke box machine.
A new box machine.
Nuke box machine.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
Come on, pal. Help me out now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Help me out, Knight.
Oh, you leave me stranded, man. I can't keep up on with my mom's.
What's he saying, Charlie?
Come on, fellas. Help me out.
Go ahead. Piece of place. Piece of place and ask them what you said, because I don't understand what you said.
Oh, listen. One more thing, pal. Oh, come here. No, listen. Come here. It's a hidden camera prank. It's a hidden camera prank, man.
Oh, yeah?
We're filming you right there in rain.
Oh, you're right.
What's up, man?
No, they called
I
it.
was wondering what you said. You said
There was another one where, but you know what? The pranks like this, I don't mind. I normally don't like pranks because they're so mean spirited, you know. But if it's just like more like fun or you're embarrassing yourself, you know. And all the people were like really nice that I went to. Like, I don't know how I'd be if I was like, what, like, and I really tried, and I've had it happen with people that like speak Spanish, and I'm trying, like, you start trying to like with your hands and your expression, like to, you know, get things across between both of you. But
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had somebody that just like was so mumbly. Like, it's like, I don't, you know what? I used to be afraid of that because my mom would always be like, don't mumble. But
Yeah.
I think if you over the top enunciate every word, it's like, who talks like that? I don't know. Dog
People are
natural.
trying to put on a fake posh voice and they have to work at it.
Anyway, that one too, and I guess he has like others, but the one with the, would you look at that? And it was because I didn't smile. I mean, when for some reason when that came up, and I was like, I couldn't help. I was like, you are so stupid. Would you look at that? And anyway, that did make me. That did make me.
I've seen the thumbnail for it on Twitter, but I didn't actually watch it. Whenever seen the brown car, I seen that.
I like funny things. I like when you guys send me funny things. I genuinely like, because my mom loved to laugh. And sometimes she laughed inappropriately because she had traumatic brain injury. So she could just be sitting there, be like, it's just like kind of sad. But like she loved like Saturday Night Live, and she loved like old like raunchy movies, and she loved like and maybe that's why I think as a kid, and also to get like some attention, to be accepted, I always like to like make people laugh, but like especially like my mom, as I thought if I could do anything funny, and people like to be around people that are funnier, I guess, but like and also it can be a defense mechanism to be able to like embarrass yourself, but there's kind of a freedom in that, and then
Oh, for sure, that whenever you're doing the inappropriate jokes and all, try and make people laugh at wrong times, that's a defense mechanism.
There's a freedom in not having shame about things. Like if you can accept that you shouldn't feel shame about it. Like there's some things like you really should feel shame about. You know what I mean? If you're not gonna be like, I killed 3 people, I don't give a fuck. Like there's what powers are that? Like find Jesus. But if it's something like you have mismatched shoes, just you're the mismatched shoe girl today, and just there, you don't need to be like shame.
Yeah, like walking out of the bathroom with toilet paper stuck to your shoes, is it really that big of a deal?
Yeah, like when you really think about it, like And so if you can make a joke and be like, well, I take some with me. I got, gotta save money in this economy somehow. Like, I think that it kind of is empowering a bit to be like, yeah, because like, and my family used to make fun of me a lot. And I got made fun of a lot. And I was like the punching bag, like a lot of humor is actually critical. It's insult humor is really, I think, like the majority of humor tends to be like there's a something that's being like denigrated, and that was like me to my family. And they could find joy in that, but like it's hard when it's you. So,
Yeah.
but then if you can find a way to not be like so hard, if you can find what's funny about it, like
Mine, we didn't really have a punch, and we just equally all took it and gave it out. Everybody was a target. And still is.
yeah, like your dad. You say things about your dad, like I don't know what it is, like his stories or his listens to conspiracy radio, or that he,
Aw,
I don't know, something like.
it was for my dad's 70th birthday on Boxing Day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Terry's
So we
dad.
Taking the hand out of him because he's clearly getting older and slower.
At 70, that's not what. Wait till you're 70. That's not old.
Yeah. You can definitely tell. So we were taking the hand out of him for that, and half the time he had no idea why.
Well,
but it was innocent. There's no malice in it.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's like you have to be able to laugh at yourself, because you have to be able to laugh at like anything in life. It helps you get through. Like even this horrible situation throughout the day today, I have to try to find ways to see the humor in it. Like being like, I'm going to Miami, BBs. I could be in my DMs. Just like.
If there's any humor in it, you can laugh at the douchebags that are watching it and thinking they're talking to you, and then they're talking to some fat guy in an office somewhere.
They literally like. I don't know. Like, I've read naughty magazines from like the 80s and stuff, but not from the perspective of a guy, because I'm not a guy. But I can't imagine the words that they say. And if I had another channel, I'd be pulling them out right now and be like this right here. like, and like, I'd be like, what is erotic about this? But what I think it is just a bunch of people that are like, it's like basically the lowest form of like journalism. Like you did not go to school to write the text for like those type of spreads, and these totally like made up, like my name is this and this, like this person probably doesn't even speak English, let alone to write this whole story about how she seduced the mailman and made him smell her shoes or whatever. Like, no, this didn't happen. And like, but I can appreciate like good writing, or even just not good, but even just like there's something erotic about it. There's something there, but it's like the fact that they're using like in my voice something I would never say, to be like, this is not, what are you talking about? Like, oh, and I want you to pull it up from, like, I didn't say that. First of all, in some of these photos, it was like, no, I didn't say anything for a reason. I wanted you to just appreciate the artistry of this photo. We didn't write anything on that, But thanks for adding your stupid captions. But I guess I do find humor in that the criminals are very stupid. And
not even the criminals, it's the people watching it are also a part of of it because they know the site they're on and that's all stolen, and they're still doing it. So they're criminals in my eyes too.
No, not even those. Like, I'm not even talking about like Playboys, because there are some good articles. If you look at some of those, like they had real journalists hired and they commissioned stories from. Because if you think of it, at the time, they had money, and you could pay. And if you're a writer and you take where it pays, but they were like questioning the government and the FBI and things of like. I'm not talking about Hustle. I'm talking more like Playboy, maybe. If you go back to like the 50s. The type of those days and earlier. But I'm going more for like the offshoot, like Beavers, and that's it. Period. Magazine, or like Chucks.
Beaver magazine.
The large ass mamas. Like I wouldn't call those articles. You know? What's in there? There's text. And that text is not articles. Okay. So, and it's not, I don't even think you pay someone for that. Like, I think that it's just like cheap, easy. Like the person that was making up text to my things, like, why even do that? Like, you're just stealing. Like, why? I don't know. Why take any more time to have fake things like that?
And they're doing that so they can make a fake life persona, and then that just keeps people staying.
But my actual life is more interesting. It may suck, but you don't need to be like, going to me. I'm going to my cousin's bat mitzvah. It's like, what? I don't know why make that stuff up. Do guys like that if you make up, like, maybe?
I don't know. In my head, if you're some guy pretending to be a girl, and then and for the purpose of other guys beating off to you, that's kind of gay. It took me a while to get there, but I see where you took me to, and I understand. I don't like it. You're right. It's like, wait. Yeah, it's kind of like putting on a dress, and it's like seducing a guy into be like, yeah, you want to rub my ass under my skirt? And it's like, but it's also man ass and man hands. And that is gay. But like, I mean, it is.
Is it gay for the other guy? Probably not.
Well, if they don't know.
But for you?
They have.
But for you? Yeah. Yeah, that's I mean, you're acting like a lady to get a guy erect. I mean, that's kind of.
I mean, that was most of what was going on with the Andrew Tate guy, wasn't it? Whenever he was running the com sites or whatever it was he was doing, it was all men talking to the people.
Sites. I'm not familiar with his work.
No.
But I remember him in an interview saying something like he would be writing to get money. Like, yeah. So I don't know what was being said.
They had cam girls or something. I don't know either, but roughly, and then it was all guys doing the talking on the keyboard. To me, it's kind of gay. I
don't know. Yeah, I guess it's just. But then again, to those magazines, they were all done by men. Maybe, yeah, I feel like maybe a lady could have done it, but they didn't want to write the copy for those. But
I can't speak to Playboy because I've never actually seen one.
Mm-hmm.
It was never. I'm pretty sure we had it, but it was never like the popular one.
You want to see? I have some.
Well, I'm pretty sure I can imagine what it is. They're all the same, really, aren't they?
Well, I'll tell you, with like the Playboys, right? There's not that many like pictures. Like, I used to buy them for my posing and for my like inspiration. I used to think it might give me an idea of what guys like are sophisticated, but really, like, what I've really learned is, like, going with yourself is the way to go.
Yeah.
But when it would be the Playboys that would come in a stack of, like, men's magazines to try to, like, get ideas of, like, poses. It can feel very, I don't know if you've ever posed erotically, but,
No.
it sort of does come
Yeah,
naturally to me
have
in a
you
way. It kind of comes
have you
naturally
ever
to
seen
me.
a
What?
have you ever seen a Playgirl?
No, just like that
I'm just
Cosmo spread
wondering
of
what they.
Burt Reynolds. It kind of
I'm
comes
just wondering
natural. It
what they
kind of
pose
comes,
like in that.
yeah. It kind of comes naturally to me, but then it gets washed out of you, like in my own natural way. It's like on date night. It's like on a when I'm feeling how do I want to spread, like how do I want, but then you see like a fake AI, like literally AI pictures of like, and you think, oh, like a guy created this, so this must be how you're supposed to contort sexy, like, and then you gotta go back to like, no, maybe that works for that cartoon or whatever, but for yourself, um, and so I've learned that. But what I'll say is the Playboys, there wasn't like that many. I mean, some of them actually had more than others, or a little at from like parties and stuff. But it really was more like a lot of articles, where there are other ones
Yeah.
that it is like. Although I'll say like there's some it's really off-putting. And
How
I remember
so?
I had a copy of a Hustler, and I open it up, and it's straight up STDs. It's gonorrhea, and it's this horrifying pictures of like damage done from STDs. And
Oh, it was an article.
it's like, oh, look at these of, like danger. There's like, wow. I'm feeling not inspired. Like
Yeah.
I'm feeling sick and
But the
disgusted.
opposite nature of it might help people to avoid them.
Yeah, I mean maybe
See,
that
I
was
don't
like
want that
education
shit.
at the time. But I'm just like, it's not what you think. Like you can look at a cover, but that doesn't really tell the whole story. So if somebody says they read like good articles, some of them are good articles. But I'm talking about like the real like big jugs, like in the back pages where there's like ads with phone numbers, and it's like the same like poor unfortunate looking woman in a like all the phone numbers connect to.
I watched the documentary about that one time.
There was
It was like a handful of women that done like them phone lines and whatnot. So
that
had this one.
yeah.
She was just a normal housewife. Okay, so it's just a normal day, and she had her phone sex line was a separate phone in the house. So while they were doing the documentary, some guy called it and she answered it, and they were doing whatever they were doing, and she was telling him she was wearing the tall boots. Okay. So she had stuff sitting around the house to fake this. So she had a sleeping bag with a big long zip in it, and she would pretend that was her zipping the boot.
Wow, she really thought this out.
Yeah.
This is like elaborate.
There's the guy's on the phone thinking that there's some hot dominatrix looking girl. But she's just standing there doing her ironing with the phone in her ear and unzipping this sleeping bag.
Well, sleeping bag. You know what? That's the mind is for the eroticism, so it didn't really matter if that was real, I guess, for the
No, it
for
does not.
the fantasy, as long as the mind it worked, So for that, I can kind of understand. But I do like I guess I feel like it takes away another level of agency from me to put words I didn't say. So the people that are stealing from me, they're not even getting an accurate. Let's like no, like especially like there was like doctors' scalpels and stuff there, and they were like, oh, see a nip slip on my main page. And it's like, what would somebody seeing this and reading this think was going on this day? Like, this is not, like, why would you even caption on a picture like that? Why would you anyway? So I think maybe that it's like I can talk about how lame it is what people write, but then it's also a little bit like you're stealing my voice too. But on top of
Mhm.
on top of everything else, like, but like I'm sure they don't care. But like,
Is it
just
everything? Full on identity theft.
yeah, it's just like I don't talk like that, and even in even if I was putting on a persona as having fun, you know, because sexuality is and can be a bit silly, playful. Like you can do care, but I wouldn't be like that. So anyway, I didn't like that, but
Or
just illustrating how making fun of it is just kind of a way to heal for me, to empower myself in it, to kind of, I mean, it's like what Joan Rivers would say. It's like when it's really dark, you have to make jokes about
Sure.
it to cope. You have to like um find a way to laugh about it, to persevere when um it can be really funny when people have like um really hard lives or go through really hard situations, and it can be really a release about to be able to laugh about it. uh so I'm sure I will more from this, but for this today and to have all this work ahead of me, it doesn't feel genuinely funny quite yet. It feels
Yeah, but
new. It feels upsetting and new and like uncomfortable ways that I haven't coped with totally, but like the before exactly where and
yeah, it's a violation.
yeah, and so my body, my mind has is trying to make process sense, and part of it is the legal like actions. Like there's a process of contacting them, and that makes me feel empowered that I'm doing that, and those steps, and some take it down, and then the next steps, and with it, and so that helps heal in the mind and the body that you feel you can do something, and then
Yeah.
expressing it and feeling like venting and being cared about. Um, and like, cause I gotta say, like, when I'm on like a date night, um, for those that don't know, a date night is like the show I'll do tomorrow on the other site, and it's um so when I do that, I genuinely have been able to get to a place of where you can like let go, relax, enjoy yourself, is like the people there knowing like your comments, them like there's you can write like privately and like love and encouragement, but there's like a sense of joy, of fun, of like it's been a week, we're having a good time, and that
Joy,
everyone
fun,
wants me
safety,
to
security.
and yeah, and secure, and that I feel secure that I'm being told like we're so attractive. You always be like, you are beautiful, you look right now, and you're doing a good job, and those things. So when you said about the violation, the idea of these people um not thinking like I was even like worth it, that all those feelings I had would never have been intended for somebody who was going to rob me and say these things. I mean, complaining about my tampon string, like it would never have been meant for that. Like those feelings I have. But I feel better going forward that those things would be taken down and not there again and beyond that. And so
I mean, the site has a responsibility to protect people too. They should have done a better job.
yeah. Yeah, I'll have to contact them about that.
and not even, yes, for you mostly, but it's their
Yeah.
business as well.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
So
when they take their massive chunk.
the processing the violation of like, like when people be like, oh, I knew she was like a squirter or something. It's like getting to that point, getting to that level of comfort. It's like the people that showed me a safe place, that it's like
Yeah.
you are loved here, and that, and like that hasn't changed. I mean, but having to process that these creepy thieves and these people that have stole from me, and what they've said about me and what they've done to me, and they're watching me in these most intimate moments, it is a bit of a mind, like, it's twisted, because it's like the person complaining about the tampon also was like how often I have a tampon, which was like, how many times have you watched me through stolen, you know what I mean? Like, how often had you had to watch my shows to pull out specific ones where I was on the time of the month to criticize that? Like, you would think the
Drive
first,
yourself mad thinking about that.
yeah, like you would think the first time it's like, oh, I hate this woman that I'm stealing from. And also I've seen the light and decided to be a good person and not do this, right? But to do that, and so then the idea of doing a date night knowing like these monsters are out there waiting to violate me, it's not the thought that can be in my head when I do it. Like, I can't be in a dark, scared place, and I wasn't.
Oh, for sure.
And I won't be when I get this stuff taken down and I feel like that. But what I'm saying about where I'm at right now is like the processing of that. You go through moments of feeling sick and queasy, and but I don't know, I guess part of it is I try to empower myself with the idea that like I've known for a while that um people get fucking obsessed with me. And there are people that would like hate on me for years. And it'd be like 5 years ago, she or somebody in her like moderation group blocked me. And it's like, wait a minute, what? Like, how could I even remember what you're even talking about? But it's like, so you have been like, you know what I mean? Like, I know there's
Yeah, but
something.
they never seem to acknowledge that it was done for a reason.
Yeah, well, and it's like why I say like I love the movie There's Something About Mary, because I always say I'm like Mary, because if you know, like in the movie, there'll be people that like saw Mary or heard of Mary once, and then they were obsessed with Mary their like entire life, and like even created these other personas to go. And Mary's like, what is wrong with you? Like, she's just Mary. She's just got like her autistic brother, and just trying to like find love. She's just Mary. And I feel like I'm just still like, I'm not, why? And I guess I try to feel empowered in the fact that if I say, well, why me? Well, it's like I wanted to be special, not that way. In the the lengths people would go, literally breaking the law. And like, you have to understand, like, because I have so much that that I have produced, and each one carrying sometimes $1,000 fine to $30,000, like, to take so much, there's just so much illegality, like, to go to those kind of lengths for me.
Just the fact that it is so much, you have to wonder, do they come in and take it every few days, every couple of weeks, every couple of months, and just do massive downloads of everything? Do they do it? You know what I mean? Like, surely the site could see some sort of data and analytics and be able to work that out. If there's just a massive big spike all of a sudden of just bandwidth. I'm sure they could have.
I had no idea that they were trying desperately to pass around my YouTube links because it's like, just join my freaking page, okay? But then it's like, okay, you don't like me, you don't want to support me, like I'm bad, but you're listening to me read to you and share my thoughts for hours every single night. Like this is intimacy on a level, and they'd be like, oh, and I saw her do this and this on this light. It's like, I almost feel like the beginning of like a kinship with these people, in the part that's like, anybody that listens to me read to them. And then I remember it's like, no, these people hate you. Like these people like read what they're saying about you, the criticizing these things about you, and things that they're completely wrong about too. But it's like this is a whole group of men conspiring in a what would you call it? Like a group, really. Like as a group.
team,
Yeah.
cabal.
Yeah, as a group, as a conspiring
Tribe, they're their own little tribe.
to collect and give like the links to your shows to see you and be part of this. It almost doesn't connect to me because it's like, why? Like, first of all, in many of these shows, like, yes, I would get like intimate at a point, get comfortable, but also I'd be sharing of like, how am I doing? Like, people would ask me like, how does your back feel? You know, like, how is it? Like, there are things like in my life, the pain,
personal thing.
yeah, the pain I was going through, the
Relationships with
financial
your
problems,
family,
and
your
it's like,
sister, your dogs, everything.
yes. So it's like, why are these people wanting to listen to that? And then, so it's like, in a way, it's like, I want to say, like, oh, I'm really touched. You'd want to listen to me. Like, because if you'd have just, like, but, so those feelings that I have are hard to, balance out, like, process, but I'm trying to elaborate on the word process. Like, to settle the stomach, to make some kind of sense, like, holistically of it, to be able to be like, okay, I have an understanding, but like, I hadn't got there because there'll be these weird quirks of it where it's like someone even said it on one of them, and it's like, I love this woman so much. And I thought to myself, like, that one person, like, why are you doing this to me then? Like, why wouldn't you support me? And why would you be on a group where people say horrible things and they steal from me? Like, and then it's like, I know that's not love. Like, I want to believe that. Like, they really like me, but I know that's not true. But you're torn in a way of, it's like wanting to make sense of things that don't feel like they not just align, but they're like almost incongruent. So it has to line up as their own perverse way, that in their way hurting me is entitled, and they're entitled to do it to me. And therefore, and that, yeah, and maybe that's why I go back to being like, I am an object. Like, I'm not seen as the full value of like a person, and that's why it's to them they're entitled to do it, because like, who am I don't really matter. Yeah,
well, as the days go on and you don't even want to say get used to it or okay with it, but you not be such an anxious mess, and then you can process more and then be able to make a plan better. Just figure it out. Just there's got to be a reason why they are where they are, the location. So it's maybe going to be difficult. There might be like laws in place where they don't recognize DMCAs and stuff like that,
Mhm.
which shouldn't matter. You still should be able to do something.
Yeah. I should be more like, what's the word? Like, I want it taken down.
So,
And I know, like, I'm entitled to a lot, like, legally. I am a victim in this to such a wide degree. And yet, part of me feels bad to have to pursue that. Part of me feels
oh,
like,
you shouldn't have to.
yeah, but not even just my time that to have to, but I don't want to I don't want to bother these people. Like, I don't actually want harm to these people, so I have to try to get there mentally to want.
You don't.
Yeah, well, what I mean
I
is,
can,
what
I can want the harm for you if you want.
what I mean is, I'm how do I say it? So say somebody like comes to your house and they got like 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 clubs, and they smash your car window.
Uh-huh.
And you run out there and you see that this punk, this guy that did that. And you see this person, and yeah, you might feel like the anger boil up, but ultimately you were trying to enjoy watching your nightly Gossip Girl. And you did. And now you're looking at this man and it's like, man, do you know how much I would so much rather that you didn't attack me? And
Sure.
you just like, maybe I came out and took my trash out one night and you said, "Hey, nice car, man." And I say, "Yeah, hey, you want to come for a drive sometime?" And like, or you want to hang out and watch Gossip Girl with me? Like, you know how much I would have rather I'm not letting this go. I would have rather that be the scenario and not this. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like feeling upset about any of these people, and I fully understand that I have to, for the sake of if you don't protect, your copyrights, which I ultimately have the understanding that OnlyFans is the protector of that, and so whatever point I step in, it's been in some way
Yeah.
always processing that. But and I mean, yeah, so what I mean is there's certain regulations on how fast you, like, if you don't protect things, but because I have them, like, that is okay. Anyway, I understand it's something that I have to do, but I wish that I didn't. Like,
Yeah.
I want.
Totally get it.
Yeah, I do. Okay.
I do, yeah, but I mean,
Let's
they're
do
also stealing from me. If they're advertising on their site, there's obviously money being made as a business, so they have to take.
Oh, yeah,
I know it's great, but they need to pay.
Oh yeah, like they crash your windows, like they steal the components of your car. They're hawking them on the internet. You can't get to work. You can't, like, your whole life is being ruined. And like you have no choice but to fight. And I wish that
broken at rains that day. Your car's even all soaking inside. Now there's another bill you have to pay on top of that, all coming from that first incident. No, they definitely have to pay.
yeah, and you ask yourself, like, not that you want your neighbor's car fucked up, but it's like, why me? Why do I have to go through this? Why do I have to, like, because I don't want to, but maybe God will answer one day why me, Like, there's some greater calling. What?
I'm going to assume that the people actually doing the stealing just do that blanket across.
I think they get. I
100,000,
think
don't know,
they
whatever.
get a benefit from it. Like they have those little like you saw trophies. Like, dudes,
Yeah,
that's not a real
that's
trophy.
what I was
Do you
I was
understand?
getting
Like,
to that.
yeah, your little pixelized
Yeah.
trophy. It's like in Kim Kardashian World video game, like where you have purses. This, it's not real. What's real is what you've done to people, the harm that you've caused. Like you brought me near such a low point and have left me in so much pain. And that is real, not your pixelated trophy for robberies. I like Tom Leaker, like what has happened to you in your sad life that led you to do that to somebody? That
is the word. It is sad.
yeah, I've had a sad life, but I didn't do that. Why target me? I think there must be some benefit in it. Like for instance, there's probably there was something in that site that said they had over 6 million members on one of them, the one with the trophies,
Damn.
and then the other ones to be running ads. And if you're posting, so there probably is some payment, in some way for doing that, like because it draws people that want to steal from me.
I mean, they wouldn't be doing it if there was no monetary value in it for them. There has to be.
I was told that they call each other a hero if like one person will pay the few bucks for my page to steal everything from me, that makes them a hero. Like I will never understand, like on a deep level, why hero makes sense. As a yeah, it all hurts. It's all, and I wish I could. No, I don't. I was gonna say I wish I could describe in such a way that you could really feel what I feel, but then I don't want you or anyone else to actually feel how I feel. And
I don't.
it actually makes me sad to think about you ever having to feel the way I feel or anybody else. But if I think of an individual person as a person and you going through that, like that actually makes me really sad. Yeah, I hope you never go through anything like that, actually.
Well,
I mean, I know that you like to write like weird vampire fan fiction, and I hope that never gets published without your.
Oh dear.
No, I think that I guess I'll say when I try to look at the bright side of like having all this millions of people, and even like there would just be like a picture of like a shoe and it's like got like 30,000 views or something, and I'm thinking, okay, well, for one, I guess all the time I spent thinking that people weren't like interested, guess some people were, but also try to give myself a little credit of like, well, maybe I do got something worthwhile.
Well, you
and
definitely have something worthwhile. Many things.
and I'm just gonna keep trying my best, but hopefully like I can put an end to the robberies. And
I really hope you can.
I thought for a bit, I wish I could understand why people hate me, and then because then I could stop it somehow. I could intellectualize it and find a good argument when it's like I could argue my way out of hating me because I feel I have very valid reasons, but then it's like I don't think that there is I don't think that it's healthy to aspire for something so impossible as convincing people not to hate you. or feel any certain way about you, because I can't really control how they feel. And if it's irrational hatred, while terrifying, it's
But you can't change the way you are to try and stop people hating you, but then that allows them to abuse you in a way. See, if someone was ignorant or rude, or you can't just let them go with that because you don't want hate. You have to still stand up for yourself in that way too.
yeah, I mean,
You can't-
the thing with me is a large part of my, I guess I'll call it image,
Mhm.
is like what people respect about me and things is like, one, my open vulnerability. I think that a lot of people have trouble really openly expressing pain, sadness, embarrassment feelings they have, that I think I naturally, if you can call it a gift, um or a strength, then it's something that I'm like willing and able to do, and I think people can connect to because it's real. But another thing that people of an image like that people like appreciate about me is that I'll go back to considering myself when I'm struggling, and like
Mhm.
remembering in myself a warrior. And even when I was saying yesterday, like, hey, I'm like the gladiator, and I thought at the time it was like hundreds. Now I realize, uh, potentially millions.
Yeah.
um, then I think of myself still as the warrior, and it's like, okay, this sucks, but I got a plan, and I'll figure a way out of this. Of like, you know, how to um how to win, because ultimately I think others find strength through me finding strength in my own.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, you shouldn't have to carry that burden. But if it's just something that naturally happens with a group that cares, fair enough. But you should. I would rather you get strength from other people than have to carry the weight.
I think
You know.
that like sometimes in life we're forced into battles that we didn't ask for.
Oh, for sure.
And while you could lay your sword down and die, you invoke the persona you need to fight that battle. And I think um as opposed to it being a burden to carry it, it's more like to reframe it. It's like, if I just back down, then I wouldn't be the person that I think of myself as, which
Mhm.
is somebody who takes the hurt and doesn't drink or do drugs, get high, do like to hurt people because it's easy, like any of those things, like, and therefore knowing who I am, then I am the person that, even if it suffers or causes suffering, um you don't do something just because it feels good, and you don't not do something just because it feels bad. It's
Yeah.
and I think right now, like, that's enough for me. I have to think, well, um put it into pieces that you can do. That I have this might sound silly, but my, for New Year's resolution type stuff,
Yeah.
like, let your haters be your motivators. I have like a a New Year's goal of planning more, like literally like creating planners and
Mhm.
ways, and like, and that might seem like silly when you think about it, but it's actually like very important because it represents your time and your life.
Yeah.
And
I don't think it's stupid at all.
I feel like it's something that could have like a big impact, but it could be anything from
I
tracking
think you would
things.
benefit from going extreme military rigid.
Yeah.
Bed every night at the same time, up every night at the same time, every day.
I
You
don't know
get
about
to
that,
rest
but at
correctly.
least
Oh,
I don't know about that, but I mean,
I mean, you would, but
I think
it's hard.
a lot of times big problems are just a bunch of smaller problems, and you tackle a piece at a time, and sometimes a bigger piece of like, or sometimes a small piece can have a bigger impact, you know?
Mhm.
So I'm going to piece this out as it should be and get it done and continue it as part of in my planning in 2025, that it is followed through on and everything, and making
I
that,
think that's great.
yeah, making that into part of your just your planning. Like one thing I've been doing is looking at actual planners and their layouts
Mhm.
and crafting in my mind what I like about it or not, for how I'll create like my own systems and things to try, like, but that's, if I can end 2025 and be sitting here a year from now and say, "Oh yeah, like this year like I wrote things down more. I got my, I'm like, um things, an understanding of my time and plans and stuff, like more than that will be a actualization of my goal." And I think that that is
Yeah.
actually like a very worthy goal, like, yeah. And so that, so it's
That's good.
incorporated with what I'm going through now. And I think, tomorrow, um I think tomorrow I will feel a little bit nervous at first, and then it's like, it's you guys. And actually, then I remember that I'll be like, well, they'd be really stupid to be posting this, and this is all going to be taken down anyway of the other places, so not worry about it. So, and then then I'll think I'll probably feel better being closer to you guys and being um the comfort of that. And then coming back on Sunday, I think I'll feel still bad about this,
I'm sure.
but I'll have accepted it more by then as another day. And
Yeah.
I think as um I can't actually predict like how exactly I'll feel at a different point or whatever, because today was rough. I think having
That's
you
all.
I think having knowing like your rigid military every night that I'm doing a show, having that, I think it gives me a central focus that's not just this fight that I'm in and not just the
Yeah.
hate. And I think that helps me. And like, because even if I'm like listing something for sale or other art helps. Like, I'll tell you this. Um, I had mentioned having a project for next year and hiring someone on, and what I was working, and that's actually has to do with it's a photographer, and she like, I commissioned her for helping me so I can do other angles and photos and stuff, and it's also for another project that's not on OnlyFans, that you'll
Mhm.
see. So, um, but I can't say that even in those things that it doesn't get in my mind somewhat problems I have, but I can enter a space artistically that it, for a little while I forget, But
Yes.
I think having to say, I do this, I do what I'm supposed to, and then when I'll be reading tonight, um, I don't know, just some structure like that will help me go through it. But that's all I can really say. I can't tell you that a few days from now I don't break down crying and why is this happening to me? And then, you know what I mean? Like, I can just say, I hope I can do, you know, like your grieving process and you accepting it and
Uh-huh.
what that is, what your options are. You do that. And that will not leave me out of it, because like Arthur said, you're never going to be let out of it. This is in the planner, and this is there in 2025 to always be fighting this.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it doesn't have an end, but because I kind of want to just like allow you to know that I think at this point, like, I'll be okay. I had a bit of a breakdown today trying to process the magnitude,
Uh-huh.
because it's quite a lot. And
I mean, yeah.
but then the structure of, well, I still have to get up and get my makeup on, do a shower, go do a show. You carry on. So, and plus I have these guys.
I think the planner thing's a great idea. I think you should definitely do that. I think that this time next year, when you do it, might even be good to look through it and see what's changed, what hasn't, how you feel about it all. I just think it's generally a good idea all around. And you should definitely do that.
Well, here's a phrase: simplicity is a strategy. And I'm going to repeat that because it's so true. Simplicity is a strategy. So think of anywhere in your life where you use simplicity as a strategy. So I don't want to overcomplicate it.
I would say that's about 90% of my life.
Smart. So I have to find the way that I can do this in not a lazy way. I'm like, here's a strategy, not doing it, you know. But like,
So, like, what is something small that you're doing that's difficult now that could be easily made simple? Just start one by one.
Well, it's more like, you know, yeah. Well, sometimes if you want to incorporate something, you have to get rid of something else. But it's more like, instead of, because you can very easily get from a point of having an idea to the idea being gone really quickly because you've convinced yourself that it's too complicated. And instead of doing that, if you use simplicity as a strategy, then you say like, oh, I could do this. Sometimes seeing just that other people, you know, have gotten through things. So that's kind of with the planner. And
you've got through some very tough times, the hardest of times. So you can definitely get through this. No doubt about it. Again, you shouldn't have to. Wouldn't wish it on you, but you definitely can.
Yeah.
We believe in you, Stella. You got this. Warrior.
I really do believe like that there is so much goodness in men and in most men. I really do believe like that. I'm not talking about those people, obviously, but it hasn't hardened me to all of it. At first, I was really scared. But I feel like I do feel like mankind are sweet at heart. And like when I think about you and how much like you want to protect me and you think about how you can, and feeling cared about, like, that you have the capacity for that, and that, like, Jerry and the people that so many men, most, do, that I think it can't really put out that light that I feel about people and wanting to make um connection with people, because um I still see like it's there. And for a minute,
That's good to hear.
yeah, for a minute there I was scared, like, no, this can't be. But then I think of all the good and all the good that people do, and all the good that men do in the world, and the funny things, and your weird, like, Star Wars action figures. And I just can't believe that they're so
Weird
bad.
middle-aged dudes that watch teen romance dramas.
I think, yeah, I think that um in the
Unhealthy, like
end,
Terminator 2.
yeah, in the end I still love men and think that you are sweetie pies. Not all of you, but
Mhm.
I seem to find the good ones. Um and I'll take my sweetie pies, and I feel like because of the help of you and the guys like you guys have saved me, and oh, thank you, Jerry, have made me and continue to make me better, and have kept me from falling to the ground, like when I'm feeling it, like, have been that parachute. And, like, I think that if that is a man, then I can't help but have the, like, love and joy that exists in the world. And while the other side exists as well, and other people that can't cloud that, um that can't cloud the whole sky, that's, you know?
Sure.
And so that's thanks to you, and thanks to support, I feel we're gonna be stronger in 2025. We're gonna be more on top of it, and I'm gonna be reporting back to you, when this is taken down and this action taken, and um and say, okay, well, um this many people wanted to look at a picture of an operating table, um then maybe I do have something to offer. So I guess
really think you do. I think you know that.
I know.
think you know I mean it when I say that. I think you're great.
I know that I try my best. Like, I know that, like, I've been on here almost 4 hours,
I
and
know.
I do this, like, every night, like, not 4 hours, but, like, also, like, doing, like, other work, like, so I do feel like, something about that is a, uh, sign that whatever fuels me, that's in the spirit, that goes 4 hours on, you know, um, what did that crazy lady say? Like, I got God power or whatever. Yeah, there must be
Would you
something.
look at that?
What are you looking at? Anyway, I'm not gonna keep you all night because you gotta get rest, and then I have our date tomorrow. But thank you for listening to me yabber on your
Not a problem.
your
Anytime.
your rare call, even on a work night.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that this has been such a rough, traumatic week. It wasn't the week I had expected, but it's
There is
almost
absolutely no need for you to apologize for stuff that has nothing to do with you.
yeah, it's almost another week, another year. And
Another week, another year.
well, yeah, because it's the what is it, the 27th, 28th, and
28th for me
that's
now.
right. Oh yeah.
Also, my brother's birthday, as a matter of fact.
Did you get him anything?
No.
Oh, this is great to have a brother. You could get gag gifts. To have some excellent
Yeah,
ones.
when my brothers and I have never bought each other gifts, and it's pretty good, I have to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes it's just like you don't want it to feel like a chore, like you're doing because you have to. But
It's also be expensive for me because Christmas Day's the 25th. Like, my dad's birthday's the 26th, and then my brother's birthday's the 28th. And then it's a bit much.
all these Christmas babies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for listening to me tonight. You've made me feel better, and I wanted to thank you personally that since I've come back, and like I said, Pale hadn't been here, and I really feel like you're my protector, like when I needed you, especially like at first in the chat, and like still, and of course, but like knowing that I have you from the beginning was like such a security blanket of like he won't let me fall. Like nobody's gonna come on, say anything truly horrible. Like it's gonna be okay. And I really felt that because of you with the especially.
There is a function on here where you can set it to anything that YouTube deems to be potentially harmful or rude or can be held for view before it even shows up.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Thank you for telling me that. I'm not. This is all new to me. Like the whole frame setup on this is so much different from like before and everything. So I'll have to find that. But yeah, that might make your job easier too. You know.
Yeah, because that would show up in a different type of box, and then moderators can see that and decide whether it goes forward or not.
But I
You
just
would never ever have to see it.
yeah, thank you. And if you think of anything else like that, send me a note on fans. But I just wanted
You
to
got it.
like this is me giving you your flowers. I wanted to send you your flowers that you don't like ask for, but that I want you to know that I appreciate you and that knowing that you care has been enough, and it's been a lot. Like even like last night and it was late and you didn't say much. Like I was just watching the Squid Game and you'd go into bed, but it was like just knowing that, and it's like same with like John and Jerry and Johnny and everyone and the people that have signed up lately and let me know like but because I have you and you're on the phone and I get the chance to personally say it, that you are making a difference and you do make a difference. And if I don't always say that because it's awkward, it's true.
I understand. You're warming my heart.
All right. Well, you get some sleep. I see you tomorrow. I love you. Mwah.
Thank.
I feel like the last thing before we go, I have to do this. Oh! I just got it at the farther. All right, let's let these puppies out. Thank you for hanging out. Always a blast. I didn't even open into this card of movie trivia. So next time we have plenty more. Yes. Please don't hate me.